it's hard out here for us. You know what I mean? It's hard out here for us unicorns that have a banging body and a banging mind and soul and heart. Like, and it's like, I'm not willing to just lower my energy or my intelligence anymore to be with these people. These peasants. I'm just playing. Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to yet another pick a card reading here on the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Adie and I will be your reader today. And today's reading is going to be all about your future self. We're going to be time traveling to the future and connecting with your future self and collecting messages that they want to deliver to you to help you now, here in the present, to maybe help you with certain issues or to help you get to where they are, okay? Or to help you get to where you actually want to be. So I'm really excited about this reading. This is the type of readings that I do on myself a lot and that I do with clients. I tap into timelines very easily, and it's probably gonna get really meta, okay? So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna be using the Starman Tarot, David Bowie's deck. Absolutely love this deck. And you know, whenever we're doing time traveling, dabbling in that type of ability, you have to keep in mind that there's infinite timelines and the energy can change. We create timelines throughout the day, okay? But usually we stick to maybe one or two, so we'll probably see those timelines come up within the reading. Probably it's usually within myself and clients that I work on, it's usually 2 to 3 timelines that show up and present itself. But keep in mind that the energy can change. And so this isn't definite. I feel like I have to say that for some of you guys out there. So we'll see what type of messages will come up, but I'm really excited. So just keep in mind, this is also a general reading. So take what resonates. We're tapping into really big energy right now. So take what resonates, okay? Try to be very focused throughout this reading and just take what resonates and leave whatever else doesn't, okay? What else? Okay, I want to say a couple things before we move into the card selection. One being that I have a goal to reach 10,000 subbies here on the channel. And I'm going to be planning a giveaway once I reach that 10,000 subscriber count. I'll be giving away 10 products from my shop, goodritualshop.com, to 10 people. And of course, I'll give you the option of whatever you want in the shop. I'm not going to just pick them. It'll be up to you. You can pick. And the products that you want to work with from my shop, goodritualshop.com. So if you like the videos, if you want to support me and support this channel and help the growth of this channel, share any of the videos that you like or you think that would be helpful to others, okay? What else? What else? Okay. I forget, because I told you, YouTube kind of like turns me into like a freak, like a weirdo, and I forget. So is there anything else, Spirit? Okay, I do want to talk about the featured product for this video, since we are in the spirit of abundance. It's fall, we're reaping our blessings, and we're tapping into that gratitude energy. I do want to share some products of the season. We have a prosperity candle from my shop, goodritualshop.com. All of my candles come with a magical spell within the label. I love this one. It just makes me feel so calm. And of course, we have the word prosperity here for you to connect to and then apply your own intentions to the candle. I have a sigil. This one's kind of light. but I have a sigil right here directly in the middle to help you connect to that energy and apply your own intentions to it as well. Yeah, this is my prosperity candle. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I know I say that about every candle that I show in here, but also to go with it, I have my glow up bath ritual. This is a frequency elevating bath salt that has herbs and just magical intentions to help your glow up. You know, we are reaching towards the end of the year, so these are great things that you can work with. What else? Anything else? Okay, so let's move on to our card selection. That's enough. Okay. Oh, yes, there is one thing. I am going to be doing a Q&A video because I do get a lot of comments on here, a lot of questions here and on Instagram. So I thought that I would do a Q&A video in December. So I posted a picture in the community section. So you can ask your questions here. You can also ask them in this video too, but it would be nice to just have them all in one, you know, section. So go there and ask your questions if you want to know anything from my own perspective, whether it's about me, my personal life, me as an individual, about spirituality. Maybe it's an issue that you're having. I'll try to answer as much as I can of those. If anybody feels like they need to ask a question, if they need a channeled message, I won't be pulling cards, but you know, I'm always channeling. So, okay, so let's get into our card selection today, because in the shop we've been kind of exploring and playing around with color, and we got a bunch of new candle molds, but this one's actually one that I brought over from my last shop. It's the Third Eye Kitty. So we're gonna do pick a kitty today. I have, of course, the pink one, an orange one, and I will put these up on the screen so you guys can choose. Okay, so it's simple. We have 4 candles here. There are 4 readings. First reading, we have a pink kitty candle. Second reading, we have a orange. And third, blue. 4, we have a green kitty. And these are the third eye kitty candles that you can find in my shop, goodritualshop.com. And yeah, these are great for any type of purpose. Of course, tapping into your intuition and just connecting to that feline energy. But I won't ramble. I feel like I rambled too much during the card selection. That's just me. Nobody's really said that, but I'm always criticizing myself. But you know what? You guys have been asking really cool questions. Really, like, I have some, you guys, my followers are awesome. You guys are my people. But go ahead and zone into your kitty and scroll down to the description box and click on your timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in. Let's go deep. I actually have your cards already pulled. I had to redo this reading, so I'm not going to reshuffle or pull anything. I'm just going to retell the messages. Okay, so you guys are the ones that have picked your kitty, which is pink. Your message is about self-love, number 1. And what I've picked up from your future self is that they are in a place where of regret. They have reached a place where they're looking back at the timeline that they walked, and they're kind of regretting their choices. So within these readings, it's either going to tell you how to get there quicker, or to where they are, or to switch timelines, or to help within the present. So yours is helping within the present and getting you onto another timeline. Okay, so acts of self-love. Okay, acts of self-love is really strong within this reading, but in the way of choosing your environment, not just being like unaware. You're choosing to be unaware of the people that you surround yourself with, and maybe even some of the places that you bring yourself into, okay? Because it's no longer aligning with who you are. You are wanting to grow and expand, but you're not able to because you have these other connections within your life that need to go, okay? This are going to be a family member. This is going to be family members or friends, co-workers, or people that are like in and out of your life. You know, they are friends, but it's not like super close. Okay, so the thing is that this person really, this family member that you need to cut, a lot of you, it's a family member. A lot of you, it's a friend, okay, or friends, or friends group, a friend group. And this person is very addicted to drama, okay? Their beginnings, their current situation is, it ignites adrenaline in them in a very dysfunctional way where it becomes addictive. So in other relationships, like with you, they create that chaos because it feeds them. It makes them feel like they're normal. They're not able to be at peace. They need to have some type of drama within their life. And so your future self is saying you either have to distance yourself from this person, from these connections. Distance yourself by choosing your battles, choosing when to communicate with them. You don't have to communicate with them. You can choose what to communicate with them, or completely cut this person out of your life. A lot of you guys need to completely cut these people out of your life because they are jealous, or they're just very toxic. Okay, they're and when I say toxic, like, you know, everybody uses that, but I'm saying it in a way of like they are not able to see themselves, because a lot of the time these connections need separation. So it's not about fully disconnecting from them forever, but distancing yourself or cutting yourself out of their life so they can see who they are. Now, this isn't about just ghosting people. This is definitely communicating. Your future self wants you to communicate why you're doing what you're doing and why you're going to choose to, like, you know, step out. But you don't want to find yourself in another 2-hour argument or a whole texting battle. I wouldn't even suggest doing this in texting. I would really suggest doing this over the phone, where you can really communicate, or doing it face to face. If the person is like just too confrontational, of course you can just use a text, but your spirit guide, your future self wants you to distance yourself from these people because you're not able to expand and grow beyond the point. There's going to always be change happening internally for you, but you don't want only that. You want external change as well. So there is a big new beginning and a choice, okay, that is involved with this new beginning. And this is along the lines of saying, okay, I'm no longer going to communicate with this person anymore. I'm going to choose when to argue, because a lot of it, like I said, this person is addicted. This energy is addicted to chaos, to dysfunction. That is what they're used to, whether that was their upbringing or their current situation is very chaotic and they're not able to think clearly. They project onto you. They're very focused on you. A lot of these friendships are frenemies, is what I'm really feeling, and that are jealous. There's a lot of big jealousy here. I was having a lot of memories of like past friends that I have had where I experienced this type of energy. So one being, let's talk about like, okay, expressing yourself or venting to this person about a relationship that you're currently in, or like little crushes that you have, or people that you're just talking to. You vent to them, you kind of give them all the deets. You know, this is like your confidant. You tell them everything, right? And because they're in a different state of mind than you and have their own insecurities, they project those insecurities onto you. or they are by themselves co-creating the experience that you're having or trying to have, or blocking those blessings, blocking those experiences, or interrupting energy that you're having with another connection that you really want to see grow, you really want to see expand and ascend. Okay, they are interrupting that energy. So there's that kind of scenario that I was seeing. So choosing what to say is a big thing with this reading, and that is an act of love. Your energy is your energy. I tell this to my clients all the time. You want to be selective with who you, even your goals. There are some people, and that's what brings us to the next one. The next, spirit, the next scenario, okay, which is like, and it's like a lot of you guys don't even see how this person is, because you guys both have like a set of values. You guys might live the same type of lifestyle, or you guys are into the same things. You guys just vibe, you know. It's not about not vibing with someone. A lot of this toxic kind of connection that I'm feeling, it's like you vibe with this person a lot, but because they are in a very chaotic either mindset or situation, they just be acting out. They be acting out. Okay. So what I'm feeling is like, there was this situation. I'll get personal. You want me to get personal? Okay, I'll get personal. Like, there was this situation, and this is back when I was really falling into my purpose. I had cut off so many family members and friends, and I was in the beginnings of really falling into my purpose as a messenger and just wanting to be an entrepreneur and creating things. My beginnings of being like really tapping into my creator energy, right? And I had this friend, and now looking back, her situation was very chaotic. She was not in the right state of mind, okay? And but I was confiding in her. I was telling her all my goals, all my dreams, you know. And this is somebody that I was in a friendship for a very long time. And because this was something that I was starting out new, and, you know, even though I might seem like a very confident person, I went through my own confident journey, you know, my self-worth journey. Back then, I was not who I was now, and I was very unsure of myself, especially stepping into new territory of expressing myself, going into a whole new industry of such. So I would express myself to her about my goals, and like I remember I had and I see it for what it was. It's because this person sees that you're doing something or you're manifesting something that they have always wanted, but they don't take the steps. They're either too scared, or they make excuses, or they're just not there, you know, they're not there mentally. So there was this thing where I was like, you know, my old shop, the Strange Haven, I'm not even going to say, like, you guys keep ordering from there. I am not doing orders there. Go to goodritualshop.com. But my old shop, thestrangehaven.com. I was just starting out, right? Me and my sister, we are both Virgos. I'm a Virgo sun, she's a Virgo rising. So we are like very particular. And we did this for 2 years, okay? And even just looking at my stuff now, I'm like, dang, bitch, you came a long way. But anyways, we were working on this for like a year. And this friend, I would like have Skype dates with her and like talk to her and stuff. And we would talk about our lives and our goals and stuff. And I remember telling her like, oh yeah, she had told me like, oh, you know, I really want to just like open a shop here in town and sell candles and do all this stuff, right? And I was like, wow, that's basically what me and my sister are doing. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, but we don't really want to go like the storefront route. We don't feel like that's the smart way to do it. We're going to keep it online, you know? And she's like, really? What is it? And so I told her my name. I told her like, you know, I kind of showed her some stuff that I was working on. And she was like, oh yeah. Like, she was like, oh, that's so nice. That's great. All along, she's probably like thinking all this crazy shit about me, right? Because months later, after I lunch and I'm like, you know, I'm doing this whole new thing. I'm chilling at her house, right? And this is like the first time that I actually went to her house, because we were internet friends for a really long time. We were friends in real life, but then she moved, and then, you know, we kept in touch with each other online. And so it was like the first time of me seeing her in years and being at her house. And she like was very nice, cooked us dinner, and we sat around the fire, and she had other people there, you know, and then she had said this thing, we got into this conversation, right? And she was just like, yeah, I just don't understand people. Like, they find an interest in making candles and making spiritual products, and then they, like, you know, they want to make a business out of it. All along, that's what she wants to do. Like, isn't that what anybody does? You know? I mean, I'm never going to do anything that I am not aligned with. You know, and that brings me to the next thing. Like, this person was like, you know, she said that, and I was just like, whoa, is she really talking about me? You know? But she said, she always would say things like passive aggressively, you know, and then switch the energy and be all like, bestie, you know, but then say weird things. Like, I remember, like, I was just starting to make money doing tarot readings for people, you know, and getting myself out there. And she would just say things like, I just don't even understand why people like pay tarot readers online. That shit doesn't work. Like, she would say that kind of stuff. And all along just be like, I don't even get tarot. That's why I just don't, like, maybe because you want to know tarot, or you want to be skilled at it, then you want to say all this shit, you know? It's just like, I don't know. It was like, and I was just like thrown off, because that's not the type of person I am. I am a very humble, kind person. I am never going to say things like that to anyone. I'm just not that type of person, you know? So I was like really thrown off guard. Like, what? You know, like, this is what she's saying. Wow. Like, knowing that this is what I do for a living, and that, like, asking me to pull cards for her, and like all this stuff, you know, it was just weird. But yeah, there was this, like, all this, you know, energy of like being a frenemy, saying things about you, like, right in front of you, you know. There was many incidents that I had with her about that, and she was really obsessed with, like, and I saw this with other friends that she was like this with too. She was very obsessed with, like, the guys that I was talking to, and like, oh, did this person, you know, message you? They messaged me too. Like, she was very like wanting to let me know. I'm like, yeah, bitch, he probably did message you. Like, we got the same fucking vibe. Like, I don't fucking care. But it was like this jealousy kind of energy, you know, with her. So it's like, you guys have this friend that is kind of like a frenemy that isn't really for you. They probably want to copy you. They probably want to take your ideas, and they're just probably like obsessed with you in a bad way, where you trigger their insecurities. Like, you trigger their inspiration, but you also trigger their insecurities. And that, you know, that could happen with many people, you know, but it's the way that they go about it, which is really harmful to you, you know. This friend even went to the lengths of trying to get me to stop doing Strange Haven and do something with her, you know. And this person, she was so knowledgeable, she's so smart, she's so passionate, she's so like creative, you know, but she wasn't making moves in her life at that time. She wasn't making moves. And so I don't know, I guess I was the target to say these things to make herself feel good, you know, about herself, you know. She did it many times, and it's just like, I feel like you're seeing it within this connection, and a lot of you, it's a family member that just takes digs at you, you know. But I'm getting big jealousy vibes, because I have had these incidents of friends being jealous, friends talking and saying lies about me behind my back, you know, where I am just like so blown away, because I'm such a good person. Like, I remember I had this friend where, like, I was so, like, we were so close. We were, you know, I would say we fell in love with each other like when we were like teenagers, you know? And so a lot of you guys have friends where you've been friends with them for a really long time, and it feels like really hard to break away from them. You can't see yourself not being in this friend group or being friends with this person, or it's scary because it's now coming to a point where this is like your last friend. And where do I go from here? You know, like I have to keep this person in my life. They're my family member, they're my friend, they're a co-worker that I have to work with. A lot of you, this is a co-worker, but they're very toxic. So you have to look at the ways of like separating yourself or distancing yourself or completely cutting this person off from your life, cutting yourself out of their life. Okay. Yeah, because there's like other connections that you want to work on, and you're not able to really focus even on your connection with yourself and your passion and your purpose. Like when I was this friend that was like saying all this crazy shit in front of me, you know, like about everything, you know, about everything about my life, whether it was about like a relationship. You know, there was this time where I was in a relationship with like a bisexual man, and I was okay with it. I wouldn't choose it now, but I was like, you know, he confined me in that, and what am I gonna do? You know, like I was in love and I stayed in the relationship, you know, and I accepted him for who he was. But it's not something I prefer. But I mean, I was in that relationship, and I remember like I confined her. I told her, she knew about it, and we were like in this conversation with this person, right? With this other person who was talking about one of her exes that this girl briefly dated, couldn't remember him, I guess. She acted like she couldn't remember when she dated this guy. But, oh my God, see, it's so much drama in this reading. Like, you guys have so much drama. Okay, but, we were in this conversation, and this girl was like, I don't know, he could have been gay, I don't know, like, you know, and she was like, yeah, that's why I didn't date him. You know, she made it seem so, like, bad that this other girl was dating this guy, and he was doing all this stuff, and that's why she didn't stay with him, because yeah, but all along this girl, she was with him for years. And so it was like kind of rude, you know, like this person was just so rude. She was so rude. And then she looks over to me and she's like, oh, Adie, you of all people should know when somebody's gay, you know, knowing that this is a relationship that I had and stuff. And I was just like, okay, she was just rude and like crazy, you know. I was always taken back. And I'm the type of person, maybe not now, but then I was really the type of person where when somebody throws me off guard, I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, you know, I would just like freeze up and like just be confused, because this person that you're dealing with, they are like back and forth. They act like they're a frenemy, you know, they act like bestie, but then they'll say things, you know, like I'm also getting a vibe of a friend that projects their fears and their insecurities. A lot of what she did was that, you know, she felt insecure because she didn't know how to read tarot. So she wanted to like make me feel bad about how I read tarot, or like about tarot in general, knowing that I was just starting out. She didn't know what to do with her life, you know, so she would say things about what I was doing in my life or my past. You know, she literally tried to get me to stop doing my business, you know, and do things with her. Like I said, I'm never going to do anything that I'm not really passionate about. It's a waste of time, you know? And I remember she was like, yeah, just stop doing Strange Haven and let's do workout videos. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I can get into that. But like, what friend tells you to stop doing something that you've been working on for the past 2 years? I literally I took her in there and I showed her everything. I had set up my whole shop. I showed her all of the like everything. And she was just like really trying to get me to stop doing my business. And maybe, you know, it was because she wanted a crutch. She wanted to figure out what she needed to do, what she wanted to do with somebody on her arm. I know that now, you know. So it's just like this person that you're dealing with is in a very chaotic kind of mindset. They're in a very toxic environment, and they're not able to think right or treat people right. Treat people with respect, treat people with true care, you know, 100% of the time. That's what this is, because this person is like kind of like a frenemy, or they're like a family member who gives you love, But then they have these moments where they're not being good to you, and they're off. Like, and like, I was not able to work on my business with this person being in my life, with this friend being in my life. I remember the moment when I decided, because I was approached with this energy of choosing a timeline to be on. I was like, okay, I could go here and continue to be and like have this person even closer to me, right? Even though I'm kind of like starting to get it, I don't understand why she's like this, but, or I can do this and distance myself. And that was really scary to do, but I did it, you know, and my life began to flourish without this person in my life. And so, yeah, I feel like once you begin to cut these people out of your life, your life is going to change, and we're going to talk about that change. But I also want to say that some of you guys have a friendship that projects fears and that are scared to see you grow past them, you know. They might, you know, you might confide in them and, you know, people that you're talking to or your goals, and they'll make you feel like, oh, can you really do that? Do you think that person you really think you can have that with that person? You think that they're really into you? You know, you think that they really want that with you? They don't want the same thing as you. Like, it's that kind of energy that I'm also feeling, and that energy can, it's an energy disruptor is what I'm feeling. Okay, so you're sharing an energetic field with this person that is in chaos within their mind, or their environment is in chaos and in dysfunction, and you're just absorbing a lot of that energy. You don't have space to think clearly and to work on what you want to work on, whether that's a relationship, a job, passion projects, or anything like that. You're not able to focus on that because there's just too much going on. I remember, like, while I was working on my business and, you know, trying to get my life really together, after leaving my own chaos, of course this person was in my energetic field, because I was like leaving it, and I came into a different version of it where I was seeing it outside of me instead of seeing it within my own life. And I remember, like, I was not able, there was like just arguing with somebody. She was like arguing with someone at my house all the time, talking drama, talking shit about people all the time. Like, I don't even know these people. I don't even care. So a lot of this energy is like people that are just like really dramatic, in drama, love it, or just can't get out of it. And or projecting their own fears and beliefs onto you through talking to you. And then you go back and then you feel differently about the situations that you're in. You know, you're not tapped into your true potential. You're not able to connect with people in a real way because you have somebody telling you their fears, or they don't want to see you, or they're scared to see you kind of ascend to another level, because where does that leave them in your life? Okay, there's that energy. Okay, so this is about making a decision to distance yourself, either cut yourself completely out of their life, cut them out of your life, or distance yourself in some way where you're cutting off communication, where you're choosing not to tell them your goals, you're choosing not to tell them who you're dating and who you're talking to. You just keep it very, and it's sad, like you keep it very superficial, but you know, you can't have it any other way. This person's jealous. They are jealous of you. They're probably talking about you behind your back, and it would be really surprising to hear some of the things that they say about you, you know, because I also had this other friend. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I had another friend that was like, I was in a friendship with her since we were young, and she was talking about me, you know, and I was just like, I had to make a decision to cut her out of my life. And I was just so surprised that she had said all these things. Like, you know, I was such a good friend. You know, I bought concert tickets for her. My dad used to give her money all the time. Like, it was just like, I was really there for this person. I was always there for this person when they were going through their like heartbreak. And I realized when I was going through heartbreak, she was just so like not compassionate, you know, like well, you already knew, da, 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 da. So what? Like, I would be crying and upset and like going through a traumatic kind of time in my life, and this person wasn't there for me. So there's a lot of that energy where this person is not there for you like you would be there for them, or they're just like, they're very wishy-washy. They're like bestie, they are there for you, but then in ways they try to put you down, okay? And they argue with you, they want drama. A lot of these connections, it's just like you got to pick your battle. You don't have to communicate with this person. Even if you have to be in close distance with this person, that is one way that you can separate your energy from them, is choosing whatever you say. Okay, that's why affirmations and speaking things into existence is very powerful. That is, this, you know, speaking is literally turning vibration into matter, turning something unseen into matter, and it's always going to go out and manifest in some type of way, that energy speaking. And so there's this emphasis that your future self really wants you to focus on, like, you don't need to speak, you don't need to argue. When this person gets into their own kind of vibe, you can bounce out, you can distance yourself. This person needs to be cut out of your life, though, for sure. Okay. So yeah, and they really want to tell you that doing this, it's gonna feel painful, but it is an act of self-love for yourself. When you notice that someone is not healthy for you, and you've given them time, you've had the conversations, and they choose to not be honest, they choose to still be in that energy, they're not able to see themselves, they're not able to reveal themselves fully to you, or be honest, reveal themselves to themselves, they're not able to do that, then you need to have love for yourself and exit and cut them out, distance yourself, you know. And a lot of you guys is a coworker, it's a friend group at work. You don't need to tell everybody your business. They're off literally influencing other things that are going on in your life. I talk about this, where when you let people know what you're working on or what's going on in your life, they influence what you're doing with their own thoughts. We are co-creators. It's not just you creating here. So, and you know, we create this whole physical universe, and we create our lives, and the people that we give that private insight into our lives, we give them that insight, they create with us, you know. So when you're telling this person, oh yeah, I was talking to him and he was doing this, and he didn't text me, they're over when they're alone talking to themselves within their minds, and they're thinking about you, they're creating an experience for you. Okay, when you're talking about your goals, and there's, you know, you're telling them what you want to do and stuff, and then, you know, they're thinking about you. So what happens? How does that energy manifest? You're alone, you feel unconfident, you don't feel like you can do it, or you're in your relationship, you start feeling like, you know, like, oh, man, he didn't text me and she said this. And then you're tapping into that energy that she was thinking about you 2 hours ago or the other day ago. And you're tapping into that energy psychically, not really knowing what it is. You think it's your own thoughts, but it's not. Like, a lot of the times, not to sound like a crazy kook, but a lot of the times our thoughts they're thought forms of energy. And we're able to intercept and send out and tap into. And sometimes it's not just your thoughts, it's not just your energy that you're picking up on. And so, yeah, and then what? You're thinking that, and then you start texting him, then you're in a whole argument with this person, or you act different around him, or you're not able to open up to him. You're not able to like really open up and get to know him or her. You know, you're not able to get to know them, you know, because of what somebody else is thinking or saying. So there's a big emphasis that your future self wants you to distance from this person in many different ways. It's going to be different. You will know how you're supposed to distance your energy. I literally don't feel like I need to pull any oracles, but they do say, they're saying, hey, don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. Okay, so what the whole timeline switch is that your future self chose to be in this connection. They chose to keep this person around. They chose to confide and tell them things about their life and about themselves. They chose to do that. And within that, this connection, there was two people that came in. Where's that card? This is you, Queen of Pentacles, really wanting to expand and create the reality, your own reality as a reflection of self. So everything that you're doing in life is a reflection of self. Like me, I went through this, okay? Everything that I am doing in my life is a reflection of myself. I don't do anything that I'm not passionate about, okay? I can really say that I have built my life on who I am, okay? And that's what you want, whether that's like getting the home that you need, that you want and desire, whether that's the relationship that you want to be in, the career, your purpose. A lot of this is about purpose, and relationships and the people that you marry and you fall in love with, and that's also purpose energy as well. Okay, so whatever that is to you, you are wanting to build your life, and you're not able to do that with this energy, okay? And making a choice to be like, you know what, yeah, this energy that this person is in is toxic, and I can't function the way that I want to function with this person in my life. So I'm going to make that decision to go, even though it's scary and I don't know what's on the other end of this. In this timeline, it's not scary. Okay, number one, you're gonna choose. You're gonna have the option to choose. Oh, okay. So they're saying that you're gonna have an option to choose one or the other. There's going to be two different connections that come into your life. Now, the connection that they chose was more of a very focused on sex. It was a connection that was very highly sexual, and it was emotionally manipulating because it was like, it felt like passion, but they ended up getting with this person, and they're no longer with this person, is what I'm feeling. This connection, whether it's a person or a job opportunity, could be different for both, okay? Because I'm getting career, I'm getting friendship and family energy and relationships energy. But it's like, it could be a career or it could be an actual person. But there's going to be two different options for you to choose. There's this King of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups, okay, Queen of Cups. And so this Queen of Cups is more focused on sex, is more like a very sexually nurturing. It feels really good. It's not that the King of Pentacles don't know how to throw it down, but it's just like the King of Pentacles wants it for the long run. It's not just like based on emotion. It's based on something real and stable is what I'm feeling. So these two energies are going to come into your life very soon, even before you begin to cut these people off. But the reason why they weren't able to get it off with King of Pentacles, take off with King of Pentacles, is because they had this energy around them. They chose to keep this energy around them, and or like keep confiding in this person about certain things. And so King of Pentacles, they decided to go with the Queen of Cups, where it was mostly a sexual kind of connection, and they got into a long-term kind of situation. Some of it will be situationships, some of them will be an actual long-term relationship, but it sizzled out. It wasn't really real passion. It wasn't true intimacy, okay? And so yeah, it was more of like a sexual obsession that I'm really feeling. So they weren't able to like even give King of Pentacles a chance. They were so enticed with that sexual energy because of maybe they were being influenced by the people that were around them. They weren't able to really see a really true love connection here that they could have with the King of Pentacles. So they're saying choose that person that really shows you growth, really shows you that they're truly invested in the long term. This King or this Queen of Cups, whether it's a man or a woman, or whatever they identify with, it's not for the long term. It fizzles out. It's very, it's an emotional manipulation that they're saying, okay? Yeah, but you're going to have more of a clear mindset if you choose not to tell your person about, I don't know why I was going to say Scorpio. About Scorpio, could be Scorpio. This is, you know, a water sign. Okay? Getting big water and air energy here. We have the Prince of Swords. We also have the Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. So it's something that you can't, like, it's going to be really hard for you to see. If you're still dabbling and letting your energetic field, like, you guys need to shield up. You guys need to shield up when you're around this person. You don't need to be telling them what you're doing, you know, and this person is very obsessed with you and what you're doing in your life, you know, like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this girl, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the friend that was just like wild, always saying stuff, like, she was like, I remember she would always like check in on like who I was talking to, you know, like really obsessed about it, and be like, oh, did this person text you? Did this person text you? Yeah, they text me too. And it was like, yeah, bitch, we got the same vibe, like, duh, like, I don't care, you know, like, but it was just like, this person was really obsessed with your dating life, you know. I'm also getting like other friends that were just like, you know, they would always be like, oh, so you haven't really told me anything, what happened with this person, da, da, da. Like, it's just like, this person really wants insight in your life for the wrong ways. It triggers them, it inspires them, but it also triggers them, and then their behavior affects you, whether they're saying things to you or they're behind closed doors, like thinking things about you, using black magic. Some people don't know that when they're even using black magic, but that's what that is. When you're thinking, they're like, oh yeah, she ain't ever gonna leave him. Oh yeah, they're always fighting. They're probably gonna fight right now. Or like, I wonder what she's gonna tell me next time about this dude. Like, they're using black magic on you, okay? So your future self is really letting you know, stop talking to people about your life. Stop telling people about your goals. Be very selective. You will know who is okay by the energy that you feel. So be very observant of the energy that you're in, okay? And there's going to be two people coming in, and one is going to be very serious about you. And it's not that Queen of Cups isn't serious about you, but it's, I would have to go more deeper into this, but your future self often like thinks, dang, what if I did get with King of Pentacles? What if I did really, but you weren't able, they weren't able to, because they had all this other toxic energy around them. I don't even think I need to do, let's just do some charms. What other messages? What other messages? This could be a past relationship coming in, okay? And it's about doing something completely new. So your future self is saying, don't get with anybody that you've been with in the past. So Queen of Cups might be somebody that you've been spending a lot of energy on, and it hasn't been going anywhere, or it's been off and on. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. I feel like with this one, it says, we are the weirdos, mister. We are the weirdos, mister. So I feel like there's this like within, oh my God. So that movie, that pin, that little saying is from the movie The Craft. See, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, I need to put my my charger on. Let me do that before it dies. Okay. We don't want to die. Okay, so with this we are the weirdos, Mr. Pin, I feel like in that movie there was a clique, right? The witches. And in the movie The Craft, there were the witches, right? And there was like the new girl, and like they were totally jealous of her, you know? And so I'm feeling that vibe. Like I'm feeling like that frenemy vibe. But the thing is that you're more powerful than this person. And that's why they try to lower you down, because they can't take you ascending, you know? Like they look at it like, what does that make me? You know, like if this person ascends, or like they get into this ideal relationship, or they get this ideal job, or, you know, what does that mean about me? It's like that kind of energy. So, but they don't know, and you don't know, that you are more powerful than this person, and you can literally take this person out, you know, and help them change. This person has mental issues. Do you remember the girl? What was her name? I can't remember those witches' names, but she was in a mental institution at the end. Like this person, a lot of these people have mental issues. They have issues, yo. We also have the diamond ring. So King of Pentacles wants to marry you. And they see how much you shine. This one says, shine bright. So there's this energy of like King of Pentacles really truly wanting to invest in you. You showed up as the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that matches you. King of Pentacles that wants the same thing as you. The Queen of Cups, it's still higher energy. This person is serious, but you guys might be too, like this person is too in their masculine, too in their feminine energy, whether they are a female or whatever they identify with, their feminine, divine feminine energy, it's an imbalance. It's like overactive. So there's like this like strong emotional energy that I'm feeling, like overly emotional, but I would have to go deeper. We also have black like my heart, you know. This person has like this person, whether it's a friend or a family member or a co-worker, they just don't have a good perspective on life right now, because of like their heart space. It's been hurt. They've been hurt and they just don't know how to give love properly. We also have basic witch, and I feel like this is really talking about what I was saying about, like, you know, look, yo, the law of attraction, energy work, when we're talking about like co-creation and, oh, I'm going to create my life and I'm going to speak this into existence, and we're all one. We are all one. We all are co-creating in this universe. That's some basic shit. That is basic witch shit. Okay? And so it's time to get, like, to see that as like a universal truth, that people are using black magic. They are literally thinking things about you. If you can sit there and dream and envision your car, or seeing yourself on that stage, or if you can envision yourself like creating something, living in the house that you've always desired. When somebody closes their eyes and they start thinking about you in whatever way, like, oh, she thinks she's the shit. Oh, look at her. She's doing this. Da, 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 da. Ignoring all of that underlying energy that is about them, right? They just ignore all that, and they are just creating all of this energy for you. It's like they have all this energy that they feel about themselves, and they like kind of transmute it into you, into your own energy. And so that is basic. This person is using basic magic on you. Okay? Wow. They are really, really doing that. They are really doing that. They are literally sitting down hoping that nothing happens with you because it's like a reflection of them, or they're just like really thinking about you, like, oh, how could they ever do that? Because they don't see it happening from themselves. So they're like, oh, how can you? I don't even think that she could ever do that. Why does she think that she could do that, or have that, or be with that person? Because they don't think that they could have it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. Look, this is a message right here. Do you see this little paper note? Somebody is going to be sending you a note. This is from long distance. So this could be like a DM, a text, or something. So look out for that. King of Pentacles and Queen of Cups is going to be texting you, sending you some type of message. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Now we have these two things are coming out as a double message for me. This is Queen of Cups, Scorpio. Okay. Pisces energy is what I'm feeling here. Okay. This is King of Pentacles energy, which is going to be like a Taurus, I'm hearing, and an Aquarius energy. Okay. Where you're going to be able to surf the wave with King of Pentacles. You're going to be able to, it's going to flow very nicely. With this Queen of Cups energy, which is the water sign, that I'm feeling. Water signs. It could be anybody though. It doesn't necessarily have to be those signs, but that's what's coming out. This is going to feel like you have to keep working and perfecting. Like if you think of skateboarding, because this is a skateboard that says crash. You've crashed a couple times with this person. This is a sign that it's not going to work with this person. Okay. And if you think of skateboarding, it's like you have to keep perfecting and keep hurting yourself. They hurt themselves so much on their skateboards, you know? So like, think about it in that way. This is like, do you want to keep hurting yourself and just to get it right? That's how it's going to feel. And they're saying that that's what it was with them, but it felt so easy with King of Pentacles, but they were so in their mind, or like they were in an energetic field that was really unhealthy, who they were surrounding it with, that they chose Queen of Cups energy. We also have, I read banned books, this book energy. They're literally telling me like you need to just cut people out. You need to isolate yourself and begin to like heal yourself and begin reading certain things. There's certain books. There's like a book out there that you need to go and research, or that you've been wanting to read. A lot of it is about something metaphysical. And then there's a really big energy of like healing love relationships. There's a book out there that you might, some of you guys have been looking at books and you're kind of interested in the books. Let's see. I really wanted to do, this is going to be the long reading. This is going to be the long reading, but hey, you know, I knew that this could be long. I feel like you guys really needed it. These are messages that your future self wants you to start doing now to help with the energy that you are working on. I'm going to try to be fast with the other readings. Okay. I feel like they're not going to be as long as your guys'. So we have movement. Get into yoga, exercising, or, you know, moving your body, you know, moving your body, especially when you're doing it intuitively and really doing like connecting your body with your breath. It's like a movement meditation, whether it's like going to the gym or doing yoga or whatever. It could be going on for a run, going on a walk. When you connect yourself, you're pushing energy out of your body. You're releasing energy that your body has been holding on to. So your future self really wants you to start moving your body. Like if you see this, you see her aura. She is cleansing her body. She's, oh my God, I was just listening to this lecture this morning about the dazzling blackness of God, right? I would have to go in depth and I can't do that. But do you see her body? It's like you want to tap back into that God energy, and you know, you're carrying too much of other people's energy, really, and your own. So begin to heal yourself through movement. We also have sing. So singing, sing, put on some good music. This is about really taking care of your vibe, I'm feeling. Okay. We also have connect with earth. So yeah, ground yourself. Go outside, put your bare feet on the earth, on the ground, on the grass, on the dirt. Okay. Connect with earth. Go and sit down and hug a tree. Trees love to clear your energy, okay? Go and communicate with the earth around you. Go and see what the earth is telling you. What is the trees telling you? What is the grass telling you? Like, pick up on the intuitive messages about this person, you know, through looking at your external world. We also have create art. So get out of your head and get out of the past and get out of the future. Get into the present moment. That's what art does, whether you're singing or you're painting or you're drawing or you're sculpting, whatever art that you do, it gets you in the present moment. There's a focus on getting you in the present moment, not worrying about what other people have said in the past, or, you know, worrying about what holds in the future. Cut these people out. Okay, number one, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. I had to redo this, so I hope that I said everything that I said in the previous one. Let me know how you feel about this reading. I know it's pretty long. I hope you guys stayed through it. Let me know what you know. What you feel about this reading. Have you already met King of Pentacles and Queen of Cups? Have you met these two people yet? Let me know. Don't be, hey, I know we're in Scorpio season right now and the sexy vibes are high, but don't let them take you. Okay? Number one, let me know down below how you feel about this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hello, hello. Number two. Oh my God. Let's hope that this reading is not as long as number one's, because I can't believe I'm only on number two. But I'm not feeling such a deep energy with you. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. My son just freaked me out right now. He was like banging on the door. I thought something was wrong, but it's snowing. I feel like you guys are going into hibernation right now, and your future self is like, yes, go there, go deeper. That's how I feel, number two. Let me shuffle my cards. Let's see, I am using the Starman Tarot. I love this deck. Let's see what kind of messages come out for you from your future self. There it goes. There is something really big coming that, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm just feeling the energy, and sometimes I don't even know what it is. It's just like it comes out, you know? Okay, so I'm getting really big. Okay, this is definitely, the pain is over. Your future self wants to let you know that the pain is over. You are in alignment with your preferred timeline. Woo! I don't know why, but I just like felt a feeling of relief. Because it's like, wow. So we are going to talk. Ooh. Ooh. We are going to talk about how you can get there quicker. Okay? We're going to talk about how we can get to that point of like, I want to say that you are on the timeline that is leading you to ecstasy. Oh, and I didn't talk about, we didn't talk about your little orange kitty here. So I feel like because you picked this orange kitty, I feel like there's going to be a lot of change happening, a lot of abundance coming. You're going towards a place of abundance. We have the 10 of Pentacles, okay? I feel very big vibes of like your just personal path, whatever you're doing for career, whatever projects that you're working on, you're leading there. Your future self is there. That's the current timeline that you're on, but we want to speak about how you can actually get there quicker, okay? So these are the first two cards that came out for you, number two. We have the Sun and then we have the Moon. Come on. They want to go straight into advice on what you need to do. So I feel like you kind of have went through this elimination period of your life where you know, in pile one, we talked about like letting go of people, you know, that are not right for you. I feel like you have done that. You are reached this point of like who you are, who you want to be. You are like you have continually worked on yourself. You've been continually building yourself, nourishing yourself, and they're just like, you want to keep doing that. You want to keep yourself as a priority, whether that is your like what you're working on, your projects that you're working on, your career, your school, your passion projects, your skill building. You are currently doing that, and you're also healing a lot of things. about yourself, but you really reached this point where everything is out in the open. You don't hide anymore. Even though it's really scary at times, you don't hide. You know, you rather be out in the open than hiding in the dark and only letting a little bit of light shine on you. You're letting all of the light shine on you. And your future self wants you to continue to put yourself out there. Continue to put yourself out there, whether that is going on dates or continuing to put energy into your future. Whatever that is, it's going to be different for a lot of you guys, but your future self wants you to continue to do that. Okay? You are going to be coming into alignment with your soulmate. That soulmate energy, whether we talk about twin flame energy. I don't believe in twin flames. I believe that your twin, like it's a twin flame energy, but it's a soulmate. We have soulmates here that last 5 seconds, okay? And they're here to like, it's a part of your soul journey. And then we have soulmates that we live the rest of our lives with, or they're going to be in your life, you know, until the end. Like my sister, she is one of my soulmates, and we have many different soulmates. You know, the soulmates are people that are here to help you with your soul journey. So I don't even really believe in karmic energy, but I will use that term, but I use it very loosely because you're going to get what I mean. Okay. Where it feels like it's like you're paying off karma with this person, but they are a soulmate. They are a part of your soul journey. They help you develop your soul. We're here to develop our soul, okay? But this is the good energy. You are about to, your future self is saying that you are going to meet your soulmate, okay? In the terms of like somebody that you're gonna live the rest of your life with, you know? This is a divine connection. We have the lovers here. And they also want you to stay in alignment with the things that you are currently exploring and doing right now. You kind of have a very, like, we have judgment here. You're making moves on what you feel called to. Even if you feel a little bit unsure and it you know, brings up anxiety for yourself. You know, it might bring up a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities. You're still going towards it. Like I'm seeing, like when I first started reading cards, it was so weird. Like I was not interested in learning tarot, but my sister was. She was like, oh, you know, we grew up in a very religious home, you know, with like we had a religious mother, and that was like a big influence on us. And so like she was like, I never thought about those things, you know, because it was like that was of the devil, you know. And or not even in that sense. I was just like, I guess it was more of like a scary thing, like, oh, I don't know what that is, like, am I communicating with like spirits? But anyways, my sister wanted a tarot deck, so I'm like, I'll get her a tarot deck for Christmas. So I got her this tarot deck, which like I keep it because, you know, I'm like the tarot reader here in this house. So my little trusty dusty tarot deck that I've had for years. I bought this for her, and or she might have the other one. We have 2 of these, but I bought it for her for Christmas, and we played around with it, you know. And I then, you know, started kind of learning tarot, not as much, but kind of getting deeper into my spiritual journey, spiritual awakening. I started to awaken as soon as the tarot deck came into my life, you know. And went through a whole journey, crazy, not even gonna get into it, but a whole spiritual kundalini awakening. And while I was pregnant with my daughter, that's when I got into tarot, and I started learning just because I was like pregnant. I had too much of that hormone. I forgot what it's called, but it's a hormone that releases while you're pregnant, and it loosens up your hips. Like I had too much of it going through my body, where my hips were just like in pain. And I think it was because I did so much yoga. That's what I think. But anyways, I couldn't like do much. I was just sitting, laying down, not doing a lot of movement. My doctor told me not to move as much, you know, to help with the pain and stuff. And so I was just like learning tarot, you know, and I got into it and I was kind of like unsure. I was really interested in it, and I was going through a very scary spiritual awakening. My spiritual awakening was not bliss, okay? So I really turned to my tarot as a way to divert my energy away from all of the scary things that I was going through. And so my mom was like, why don't you offer readings? And I was just like, I don't know if I should do that. I was really like unsure, but I kept going on this journey, like I'm feeling like you guys are on this like rabbit. Yeah, this is like, these readings are going to be long. I already feel it. Like you guys are going on like a rabbit, like you on a, I don't want to call it, like you're going down a rabbit hole, but I was going to say breadcrumbs. Like you're just taking the breadcrumbs and you're like following what feels great, what you feel aligned with, yeah. And so I feel like they want you to continue to follow that trail. You're very tapped into purpose right now with whatever you're doing. But yeah, with that, I was just like, oh, okay, I'll get into tarot. I started doing like little tarot readings for free. And then I started like charging, really like low prices when I first started out, because I was like really unsure of like what I was doing, like if I should even be doing this, and it wasn't serious. And then when I got really into it, I wanted to start a tarot channel. That's when I started the channel, but I wasn't really working it as much, But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, but I feel like you're kind of like going down this trail of fun. It might not even be tarot, but it could be something like that, where you're just like, oh, I'm really interested in making jewelry, or I really want to learn this subject. And it takes you down a path, and they're not really leading on too much of what that is, but they're saying, keep doing it, keep following this trail, and like they keep showing me. So I'm gonna talk about it like with the tarot, because that's what they're trying to get me to say. Okay, so I sometimes I resist talking about my personal life, and because I could be very private, when it gets really personal. But I'm like, okay, Spirit. So like, yeah, I was, I went down this path of like learning how to read tarot and like starting to offer readings, and a lot of things happened in my life where I had to like, when I started learning about it and doing tarot, and like I memorized the tarot cards, I had this download to make my own tarot deck. I was like, that'd be so awesome to do, to make my own tarot deck. And this was back in 2017. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. How am I going to do it? I started working on it. And then life hit, right? This moon energy hit my life, where I had to deal with a lot of like scary energy in the physical world, where my life was changing. I went through a heartbreak, and I had to like move. And so I went into like grind mode, where I was just like working and doing tarot readings and building my business. Like money became a really big factor in my life, and like, but doing it with purpose. I didn't want to do anything that I didn't feel like I was aligned with, that I wasn't aligned with. And so all of this energy, I have done so many readings over these past years, and there's a longer like story to all of this, but I'm trying to like say it in the way. But basically, I feel like I got into tarot in order to like create this deck that I'm creating right now. I'm working on creating my own deck. Creating my own tarot deck. So I feel like there's this energy of like getting into something that is also aligned with your purpose, but it's going to lead you to something that is much bigger, okay? And that is really aligned with your soul energy. Like what I do here is of course aligned with my soul energy, but there's just like a different feeling when I'm creating art. I love doing tarot readings. I love working with people, but it's just a different energy when I am creating art. And so I know that what I do here was so that I can do what I'm doing right now. And it's been a whole process of like believing myself and not being sure. Like I've had all this energy of like with the tarot deck, like I've been working on it since 2017, not consistently, because of the self-worth, because of the confidence, because of life, because of being unfocused with my purpose path. Now I am strictly just, I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing my tarot deck. That is it, you know? And so I feel like you're going, even if you're going through an energy of like confusion right now, that is going to sort out. Just continue to follow the bread trails. Everything that you're doing right now, number 2, is in alignment with that preferred outcome. Okay. They really want you to know that, like, even all of the things, like, I'm going to talk more about it in my question and answer video, but like a lot of this energy is like you're working on your career, you're working on your passion, your entrepreneurism, and you're trying to, some of you are trying to use social media to as a benefit to work towards what you're doing. So like even with that, like I played around with like content creation and like all of that, and it, like, I found out how I like to create. I don't like to do much for people. I do like to put on a show, but I got to enjoy the show. You know what I mean? And so there was like, when I was playing around with content creation, when I was studying my Instagram, studying my platforms, and trying to get right with what people like to see from me, but what I like to do, I realized that I don't like to do what everybody else is doing out there, especially when it comes to like this regurgitating just energy and messaging. Like, I'm not that type of reader. This is the type of reader that I am. I like doing pick a card readings. I don't like doing zodiac readings. I don't like it. I'm not going to force myself to do it. So there's this energy, like, you're going to figure that all out, you know. I realized that posting stuff about tarot does not do good on my Instagram. It's not that they don't like to hear my channeled messages, but there's just a different vibe. So there's this energy of like figuring out what you need to do and how to do it. And you're going to do that. There's going to be a process and a level. We're dealing with the sun, we're dealing with the moon, we're dealing with the 10 of Pentacles. There is like a whole process that's happening here that's going to lead you to that status, that's going to lead you to that status of understanding how you want to live and how you're going to get there, like how you're going to get to that vision that you see within your head. Okay. So they really want to tell you with career, just like keep doing what you're doing right now. Keep nurturing, have patience. Cause again, like I said, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Like the end result is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. It's that judgment. The end of, your line, this timeline that you're on is judgment, is the sun, you know, like, being completely balanced, being in your dark energy and your light energy. Like you're gonna be, I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling it so much for you, number 2. Like, but I also feel like an unsure kind of energy because the moon is here. It's like you have a lot of shadow, you know, that you're dealing with right now, and it can get in the way. A lot of insecurities about self. You are going to go on to do great things. That's what I'm really feeling with whatever you're doing. It could be, you know, deciding to make wigs, you know, deciding to like do hair, do nails, you know, like just keep following that, or do makeup. I'm hearing makeup. I'm hearing a lot of beauty things. It could be also like maybe you wanted to be a clothes designer. Like I've always wanted to create art and to sell my art in some way. I've always wanted to do that. But because of my beginnings, because of my conditioning, because of that dark energy that I had to experience, that's there for you to learn from, to shape you, to mold you, to help evolve you, that dark, painful energy, scary energy. It's going to be different for all of you, but I'm really talking about the beginnings, your childhood, what has conditioned you. Because of all of that, for myself, you know, I've come from parents, like my father is a drug addict, okay? And that's a whole story. My mother abandoned me at the age of 7. That is a whole story. There's a lot to that, you know what I mean? And so growing up, I didn't have parents that fostered me or instilled confidence within me. I had to find that on my own. I had to figure it out. And so I always looked at like the passion, the passion projects that I wanted to do, or even just like making money the way that I want to make money. I just didn't I couldn't see it happening for myself for a long time, you know, because of all of the, like, a bunch of energy of like that involves self-worth, self-confidence, believing that you deserve greatness. So you're going through all of that that whole process, okay? You're going through that whole process, number 2. And they're saying, keep going, keep learning, start analyzing the darkness within you, okay? The darkness is there for you to analyze and to see. Like when you're in the dark, your eyes begin to adjust. Spend time in the dark so you can get to know what your darkness is, okay? So you can bring it to the light, okay? And transform it, transmute it. Yeah, like I had to go through, I feel like everything that I've went through is going to be articulated and translated into this tarot deck that I'm creating and anything else that I am working on, you know? Like I feel like you really need to look at your life as like your movie. It's your own personal movie, and you are the star. Number 2, you are the main person, main character in your life, and you are also the main creator of your own life, okay? I feel like your future self is really telling you that you're doing everything correctly. So don't doubt yourself. That's really that's the big message here, is don't doubt yourself. Keep going, keep following the breadcrumbs. You're going to understand how you need to do things and when to do them. And this is also about having patience and not feeling like time is running out, okay? Because you're on divine timing. Okay, big message there. Now, I'm also getting a message on love. There's a love connection that's coming in that we were feeling that is really in alignment with what you're doing in your own personal life, like your career, your schooling, like, you know, your entrepreneurism, whatever you're doing, you know, where you're showing the public. It has a big connection with love here, okay? Your future self really wants to tell you that you can trust this new connection. Where is it? Okay, it's a King of Swords energy. So I'm getting a very big energy of like Aquarius energy, of course, Gemini. I'm also hearing Virgo. I'm also hearing, yeah, Virgo and Aries. I'm hearing Aries. Okay, that's coming with this King of Swords. So it doesn't even have to be those signs, but there's somebody going to be coming in that's in alignment with your purpose. I don't think it has anything to do with career. I really feel like this is a love connection. There's also like a very deep friendship. I'm also seeing a third party energy. So there's this energy of like being around these people, and you might be confused. There's like a confusion kind of energy because it's almost like you're confused between two different energies. But there is one that is like, it's an undeniable kind of feeling. Like, I feel like you vibe very well with these two people that will come in, and that's what they're saying. Like, you're going to vibe very well with the people that are coming in, but you're going to know who this person is, like, the moment, like, the way that you can notice a soul contract, like you having a contract with someone, is literally the way that you feel. And I don't know if it's just me because I'm an intuitive, and I just like, I realize like I know this when I see somebody. When I see somebody, I like know that they're going to be a part of my life, like in some type of way, you know. And so there's this, like, you're going to know who this person is. Like, you're going to know them, like, you know them. Like, this is a past life. Like, you guys have met up again in this life. And you're just going to know when you see them. And it doesn't matter how and when you see them, how you meet them. It's like, you're just going to know. Like, I remember, like, when I met, and it doesn't matter about the contract. Like, it could be a karmic contract where you're, you know, all soul contract is karmic relationships. You know, like, there's not just bad karma, there's good karma. You're here to sort out the dark shit, and you're also here to experience the good shit, you know? And so, like, for instance, like, okay, so let's do this, okay? So when I was in high school, and I had a high school sweetheart. His name was John. He was an Aquarius. I love Aquariuses. They're so awesome. I know they get like a weird rep, and I can understand why, but like Aquariuses are so fun and quirky and like just weirdos, you know? And I love that. I vibe with that shit. But he was a Aquarius, and I just loved him because he was so weird and he made me laugh all the time. And like, but when I first met him, there was like this feeling, man. It was like, and I was in high school, and I interpreted it as like, oh, I have this crush, and you know, but now looking back on it and having this incident like over and over and over with other people, I know that that was like a soul contract that taught me so much about love in a good way. And I'm sure I taught him, you know, a lot. But like, I remember seeing him and just be like, I just remember just like this like dreamy kind of energy, or like, I don't know, I just like connected. It's like, I can't explain it, you know? It was weird. I know I sound weird right now. I'm probably like all spiritual woohoo, but it was like a weird connection, right? And I ended up being with him for a long time. We were together for like 7 years or something, you know? We were together all through high school, a couple years after. And it was a long relationship that taught me a lot. And then that was definitely a soul connection. And then I felt the same way. Let me see, hold on. I felt the same way when I met my boyfriend, Irving. Like I felt the same way when I talked a lot about friendships in reading number 1. I felt that same way when I met that one friend. If you know, I was talking about a friend that was wild. I felt the same way when I met her. You know, it was just like this dreamy kind of, I want to say like, you're just feeling energy. You know, I was feeling energy when I felt this. And then I felt that way when I met baby daddy. Like, it was just weird, you know? And, you know, it was beautiful. Oh my God, I was obsessed with him in the beginning. We were obsessed with each other. It was so freaking magical, but that was a shitty fucking relationship. It was like, as it really aged, it was hard to, you know, it was a different lesson, you know what I mean? But when I first saw him, I remember I had just got hired at work, and I was like the new girl there, and he like came, like I was a room service. I worked at a hotel, and I was a room service operator where I took your food orders, you know, and he was a bus boy in the restaurant. And sometimes I would work in the restaurant too as the host, greeting, you know, the people that came to the restaurant. But the room service room had like a big window, right? And I don't know why they're showing me this, but this is like, they want you to know this. Like, you're going to have this feeling. There's like this big window, and where you're in the office and you can see the people, you know, the workers, they're like getting the food. You can see the kitchen and everything. And they're like training me, and everybody was talking about me, you know, because I was like the new girl, and they're like wondering who I am and everything, you know, in the restaurant. And so he like came back, right? And I saw him pass, and like we made eye contact. And I remember the old lady that was like training me, she was like, oh, that's Joseph. Oh, he probably likes you, you know, but he has a girlfriend though. He's going to get married. Like, you know, he was in a relationship. I was with John at the time. Oh my God. I am just telling you all my stuff. But like, yeah, it was like this weird moment, like where I looked at him and I was just like, we looked at each other, and I looked at him and I was just like, ooh, well, like it was like a feeling, you know, like I just knew something. I knew him, you know, I was feeling energy. I don't know if it was future energy, past energy. And it's really that you're either feeling the past or you're feeling the future, you know, you're feeling other timelines. And you're going to feel that with this person. You know, I just remember feeling that. And I got with him years later. You know, we were friends for years before even getting together. But it was just like really weird. Like that first friendship, that first year of friendship with Joseph, like we were just friends. Like we talked about our relationships together. I never thought I would ever have kids with this nigga. Never. I would have never thought. I thought I was gonna marry John when I was friends with him, but it was like that weird feeling. It was an attraction, definitely, but it was just like weird. I don't know. And I remember that first year we were like hugging each other because we got into this huge argument because he was my roommate for a while, like when we were friends. And we got into this huge argument, and we were like hugging and we're crying, and like we had only known each other probably for like maybe less than a year, and we were like, you're gonna be in my life forever. Like, you're gonna be in my life forever. And I'm stuck with this nigga now, okay? I got his kids. But anyways, look, there's going to be a really strong attraction to this person, and it might bring up a lot of insecurities, okay? It might bring up a lot of insecurities, but there is going to be this feeling of like, I know this person, like something is going to happen. Like, I always have that feeling with every dude, like almost every dude that I was with. I always had that feeling that, oh, like I felt the energy. You're going to feel energy with this person. You're going to feel other timelines that you guys are like, I want to say fucking, like on that timeline, like you guys are doing it, but you guys haven't done it in this timeline. So there's a strong sexual energy that can't be explained. And just like this deep energy when you come in contact with this person. So your future self is like, pay attention, because there's going to be other people around you. It could be friends. It could be other people that are interested in you, and you might be interested in them, but you can't deny this feeling that you're having for this person. There's something here, like when I moved to Washington, I moved to Washington, right? And, I was staying in an Airbnb until I found a place to live. And, I was like going to this grocery store, right? All the time, picking food up next to my Airbnb. And I remember seeing this guy, right? And I was just like so entranced with him, but I felt like I was going to know him somehow. And sometimes it's not going to turn into a romantic relationship. Sometimes it'll just be a friendship. Maybe it will be something else. Maybe it's something more for them than it is for you. And that's what I think this situation was. I was like, wow, but I was busted as hell. I looked busted. Okay. And I was like, I ain't going to say hi to this dude. So, or like make myself noticeable because I was so busted, right? And I was like dealing with heartbreak. I didn't fucking fuck dudes, like I was like that. So I wasn't even like looking for anything, but I was like entranced when I saw him. He worked at the store and he was like moving around and stuff. And I was just like really entranced with his energy. And then like years later, right, we kind of got in contact with each other, and I was like, yeah, I've seen you before around town. He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, but nothing really transpired with that connection. And so I feel like it could be more about them learning about themselves than you. So this is just like, I really feel like your future self wants to give you a lesson of like understanding the energy sometimes, because there is an energy that you might be confused about, like, oh, I really like this person, but what is it? It's something else. It's not really a friendship. But this other person that comes in, and it might be like you guys are all in cahoots, like a friend group or like a third connection or something, I don't know. And it could be like I don't know, it's just like there's some kind of energy with friendship, and it's not the same with this other person. It's completely different, and so they really want you to know that when this person comes in, they are truthful. Whatever they say to you, it's true. They wouldn't even be speaking or talking to you or connecting with you. They are a very honest person. So if they are dealing with you, it's because they really like you. I feel like there is this energy of feeling insecure heavily with this moon energy, and I feel like you guys have definitely went through a lot of pain, and that's why it's kind of hard to accept this energy. But this person wants to build with you. We also have a Three of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups, and we also have the Three of Pentacles. So there's definitely going to be a start. You guys are going to start building. It's a very slow building. We have the Three of Pentacles, and I'm getting the same message that I had with the Seven of Pentacles in correlation with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, this is the beginning. You need to nurture it. And this is the beginning, like Three Pentacles. This is when the foundation begins to be built. Okay, the Tower energy, that house that you see in the original Ten of Pentacles. This person that you're meeting, you're probably going to marry them. Honestly, have their babies. And, but the thing is like, you want to trust it. You've been in connections that felt like that. Like, for instance, baby daddy. Yeah, I had kids with him, right? but it wasn't meant for us to have the 10 of Pentacles, you know, like it was a whole different situation. I was not, that was like, he was a soulmate. He is one of my soulmates, but it's not the soulmate that I live in a romantic relationship with, that I continue to build with, you know? So it's like, you've had those connections where you felt like it was a soulmate connection, but it wasn't. So they really want you to let go of that and accept that, so that this new energy can come in and you won't be confused by other energy as well. Okay? Because like with baby daddy, it was just, it was a whole, like baby daddy was a lesson for me. He was the 3D reality, putting it in my face, putting all of this energy in my face, this moon energy. Okay? All of my trauma. He was a reflection of me. You know, that's what we all are. But it was just like our relationship, who he was a reflection of my hurt self. He was a reflection, you know, of my roots, my childhood trauma, you know, like if there's anybody in this world, he really showed me that, you know, and it wasn't about building something. You know, he was meant to show my insecurities, my trauma that needed to be healed, all my darkness that I was keeping in the closet. Like, that shit is coming out for you, number 2. Continue to let it out, you know? Continue to explore it and allow it to come out. If you don't, it's not about killing the shadow. It's about merging with it. It's about being balanced, okay? So it's not about being only in our light body, because when you're all in your light body and you're just light and love, peace, joy, you can't see shit, okay? You can't see reality. You definitely need the darkness. You need to sit in the darkness. You need to allow that, your eyes to adjust so you can really see what's there. And you're doing that. And they keep emphasizing that to me, that you are doing that, and to continue to do that. But also to come to terms that, like, there was a certain relationship where you felt like it was going to be something, but it turned out to be something completely different. Go deeper into the dark and stare at it, because that's what I did with baby daddy. I was just like, what the hell? Why? You know? But when I sat, and it's important for you to be alone. Don't jump into anything. Be alone and sit in the darkness. And, you know, if it's a relationship or something that didn't work out the way that you thought it was, you know, was supposed to, really sit in the dark with it. Close your eyes and allow your intuitive visions to come forward. And so you can start articulating what it really was. Because for me, it was like, wow, that's abandonment issues. I manifested Joseph, or we came together because our beginnings were very similar, you know, our childhoods. We attracted each other because of our energetic body. You know, we attracted each other because of our energetic, what we were holding in our energetic body, and our energetic field is the same thing. We attracted that. So you attracted some type of relationship because you had a lot of trauma, a lot of energy that needed to be expressed, and you needed to see it. So when I was in that relationship and when it ended, I really spent time alone. I was just like, wow, that's my abandonment issues. Yeah, that's my self-worth. Wow. Like, you know, like it was just like all these realizations, and they're saying that you're going to go through that, or you've been going through that, and that to continue. But the one way that you can, one way to get there faster is to know that the pain is over. You are at a point where you're not going to allow yourself to get hurt anymore. So know that the pain is over. That this new person is not going to be that. You know, it's not. That past relationship was something different. It wasn't that twin flame energy that we all love and we talk about, you know. It was like a karmic energy, but they were still a soulmate. They were here to help you evolve. You know, you guys came together to help you evolve, for you to see yourself more. I'm not going to pull clarifying cards because I feel like we already got the message, but The one way that you can move faster towards this is know that the pain is over. You don't have to be scared, because being loved is really scary to you. And so you just need to trust when this King of Swords comes into play, and like other people, because you're gonna come into in alignment with a lot of people that are really good for you and that love you and that want to treat you with goodness, whether it's a friendship or whatever, whether it's for fun or whatever. But you're gonna come into contact with the King of Swords. I forgot the signs that I said. I think it was like Aquarius, Gemini, what did I say? Virgo, I think. So like you're gonna come into something like that where you can trust what they're saying. You can trust that they're a real person, that they're honest, and they are caring. Nobody is more honest than the King of Swords. He ain't doing nothing unless he sees something that he believes in and that he loves and that he's dedicated to. Okay, so you can trust this person. And the pain is over. They're like, you've already learned what love isn't. You're learning a lot about yourself, and now you're about to learn what love is, like what true connection is. So let's see what we got here. Somebody is really focused on you, or they will be. This person, you're going to know that this person, that's what it is. You're going to really know by the way that they focus on you, whether they look at you or the way that they express themselves to you. You're just going to know that this person is about you. Okay, a lot of these, there's going to be somebody that you've been talking to for a really long time and they're still around, and that's the sign. That's what I'm hearing. We also have the glasses, so I feel like your future self wants you to, there's this balance between light and dark. So sometimes you need to make it darker so you can see more. You know, you need to be in the darkness so you can see really what's there. Because again, it's like when you put the shades on, you're making it a little bit darker so you're not completely blind. You know, there's a thing of like seeing things for what they really are with this. Okay, I'm getting a lot of love messages here. We have the heart. So this King of Swords is going to be very emotional with you. They're going to express the depths. Like this person feels, they might not be like with the King of Swords, he doesn't express his emotions well, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't feel emotional. So that's one thing. I feel like it might be confusing. Maybe that's the energy that I was feeling, the confusing energy. But once things really come into play and you begin to understand the depths of their heart, whether they start expressing it to you or you just get that feeling, things are gonna go, like they're gonna take off really fast with this rocket energy, and you're literally going to a different planet. I feel like you're gonna see your life completely change. There's such big energy here, especially with the sun and the moon, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Judgment. Like there's such big energy. Like your life is going to take a complete change, and you don't really have to do much, but just accept that old things were not what they were, what you thought they were, and that you just have an acceptance about that. We have a dress, so I feel like you're going to be dressing up. I'm just hearing like you're going to be dressing up a lot. I don't know what that means. It's going to apply to some of you and maybe not to all, but there's this energy of like going out, getting dressed up, or like getting dressed up and putting on a show. Okay. We also have this little mountain. Oh my God, you and this King of Swords, whoever this person is, you're going to be spending a lot of alone time, but it's going to be like isolated alone time. You know, like this is a little camping trip. So it's like when you go on camping trips, you're kind of like isolated from the rest of the world. And then it's only for like a certain amount of period of time. So it's like you're going to have a lot of isolated time with this person, and they're going to be very protective over you when things start to like take off in a certain direction and they kind of come to terms with how they feel about you, like the depths of their emotions. They're going to get really, I don't want to say possessive. It's more of like a protection kind of energy where they just want to preserve and protect what's happening. So that will be a big sign of like how real it is. Okay, so oh my God, the book was better book that we have here. And we also have We Are the Weirdos little pin with the heart. So this person really loves how weird you are. I'm getting really like, I feel like I'm doing now a love reading, but these are all signs, I guess. Maybe this person loves the way you dress up. This person might be very flashy and dressy too. They just like dressing up. I feel like there's more messages coming with the dress, but I'm trying to hurry up because, okay, this book was the book was better book though. Okay, this right here, this person is gonna love the way that you look. They are obsessed about the way that you look, but getting to know you is way better than just looking at you from a distance. They like, you know, I don't know why I keep seeing, like, I don't know if you've seen the book, you've seen the movie Aragon. It's complete shit, okay? But me and my son were like reading the series, or like obsessed with it, you know, and I told him, I knew you're not gonna like it. I knew you weren't gonna like the movie. The book was way better. There's more connection and intimacy when you read a book. There's just more depth. This person is gonna be in love with who you are, no matter what your story is. So don't feel insecure about who you are or what you've gone through, because this person absolutely loves knowing you. So that is your reading. Oh, let me see. Okay, real quick. Oh, let's real quick pull from the self-love card deck. Read. And we have alone time. So again, we talked about being alone and spending time alone to understand self. That's what your future self really wants you to focus on, is just being alone right now. Even when you meet these people, you don't need to be in a relationship with them. Don't jump into anything. We also have read. Okay, so read. Find books to read and to educate yourself on healing trauma, healing from abandonment issues, healing from sexual abuse, healing, you know, where is it? Okay, there's this one book called Awaken Your Genius. It is amazing. It is by Carolyn Elliott. That book is amazing. Read that book. Okay, that book just popped into my head. Read that book. It'll help you with your creative expression and really self-love, and just healing. I love it. But that's your reading number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below. Are you ready to meet King of Wands? See, that's the other guy. That's the other person who was fiery. Let me know down below what's going on. Have you met these people? And I will see you in the next reading. Peace. Hello, number 3. Welcome to your reading. You are the ones that have picked this blue kitty. It's like an indigo, purpley blue color. Wow. Okay. So definitely confusion energy. These readings have been long, so just warning you. Okay. The messages, your future selves have been just like really repetitive, I feel like, because like we're kind of touching base on things that you guys are just like not getting, I guess. Okay, at least the last 2 readings. And I feel like for you, let's just get our cards out and take a drink. I feel like you, and this is mostly about your intention. Okay, your intention is important, they're saying. Okay, your intention and the vision that you hold within your mind. So you're kind of focused on some things that right now, currently, they don't really want to focus too much, because they're saying that you have the power. Let's get these cards out. You have the power to really create what you want. You're actually very, very powerful. You usually create what you think. And maybe you're oblivious to this, or you might have had some occurrences where you're like, wow, okay. But there is like this energy of being very powerful and not knowing how powerful you are. I cannot wait. I might do it this week, or it might be next week's video where we're going to tap into our special abilities. But I already feel like they're kind of telling me like you are a master manifester. But it's gonna be different for all of you, where some of you guys are manifesting self prophecies where you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just not going to get that job, so you don't get it. But if you would really change your intention, and when I say intention, I mean like your focus and direction of energy, okay, of your thought forms, which are energy, your thoughts, okay, that you're like your daily thoughts. It's really about changing your daily thoughts. So when they're saying intentions, it's really about like, what do you intend to really be thinking? What do you intend to really do? Okay, because you can tap into all different possibilities. They don't even want to focus so much on they don't want to focus hold on, they don't want to focus on like the end result of where they are. It says it doesn't really matter because that's how much you switch. So you got multiple timelines opened up for you, because you're just your mind is kind of wild. You kind of like jump from one scenario to the next. So we're going to touch base on marriage, okay, and staying focused. There are a lot of people wanting you, or they're going to want you, they're saying, but you need to like will it in, okay? Okay. Yeah, you're directing your energy to people that really don't deserve it. You change timelines with your words like instantly. So you need to be very careful with what you're, because they're just like intention, like they keep showing me like intention, but it's not in the like, it is like being clear what your intentions are, but it's just like, you're so energetically charged with your words that you create multiple timelines with your words, I keep wanting to cough. It's weird. Keep wanting to cough, and it's just like, it's just like you really need to breathe. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, you just like, you need to breathe. You need to kind of like slow down the thoughts, because you have so many scenarios, different things. Like, what do you truly want? What do you truly want? What do you truly intend to experience? Because there's like multiple timelines that I'm tapping in where things go haywire. Things are boring. Things actually lead to that place of like success that you want, whether this is about a relationship or something else. I mean, I'm feeling a lot of energy. Do you see this on the bottom of the deck? 7 of Cups. This is confusion. You're like lost in this realm of vortex, like this vortex. Like, I don't know if you've, I used to listen to Abraham Hicks. She's a channeler. Esther Hicks is the channeler, and she channels the entity Abraham. And I'm just seeing like you are a master manifester. You know how to go there and create a vision within your head, but it's really sticking with it, and you could have ADD or ADHD. I'm also feeling and hearing that, where you're just like, you can't focus. You can't focus. You got to really pull in the sexual energy. A lot of you guys just like overextend that sexual energy, and it's not about like not giving it, but you need to stay focused to like what you're doing, what is more important and what takes priority over your life, yeah, like I'm just like seeing this conversation that I had earlier, and it's like, yes, I want to get back to you, but I need to work. So it's like that kind of energy. Like, I tend to like get kind of unfocused. I'm seeing myself unfocused, because it's like you really want you are really wanting marriage, and it will come. This is the thing, okay? You are living multiple timelines with a certain person, okay? And that's why it might be very strong for you. Okay, when you connect with certain people, or when you think about somebody, and I'm also hearing like you could be thinking about a past relationship or a relationship that you want to manifest, and you're just like tapping into that energy, and then people come towards you, and you kind of get lost in that energy. But there's other things that you need to tend to, is what I'm really feeling, and that it takes more of like a priority, and that is going to come no matter what. But there is this energy of like wanting to build financial success, wanting to get clear on like your purpose, like falling into purpose. And there could be like a waste of energy through communication, or how you communicate with them. It throws you off. Throws off your prioritizing your life, prioritizing the things that need to get done, whether that's like, hey, I'm not gonna, like, I can't go out because if I go out, then I'm not gonna be able to get up in the morning and do this. It's like that energy that I'm feeling. Or yeah, I really want to talk to my crush and do all these things with them, but I need to work on whatever I'm working on. I need to do what I need to do. I need to tend to my life. I need to tend to my goals. There's that kind of energy here. And when you stray from working on whatever that is, whatever you really intend to do, when you stray, you get lost in this vortex of like confusion. And Abraham Hicks explains this vortex where all of our, I want to say timelines, she doesn't say that, but it's like all of the manifestations that we dream up, they stay down there until you focus enough energy on it. Then it comes down into the 3D reality, and you are able to receive it and experience it, right? So like if you're dreaming so much of like the ideal relationship that you want, your perfect man, he's tall and he's like so attractive, he's chocolate. And okay, so when you're envisioning him, and he's just like a very awesome person too, not just like super attractive, but like amazing, and you're spending a lot of time in your vortex dreaming that person up, and then she also talks about allowing yourself to let go of it so it can come. But if you keep focusing on it, you're kind of telling the vortex in that space where we create, like you're not finished with creating. So when you're finished, you walk away from it, like you don't need to create anymore. You're able to like release it out into the world. So that's kind of how the vortex works, where you're envisioning that house, but if you keep going back, that's why they say it's the art of letting go. You have to let go in order for your manifestations to come in. It's that kind of energy. You're spending too much time in your vortex. You are at a place where you know exactly what you want in a partner, what you exactly want. Like you kind of know what you want your life to look like, even if it's like from a year from now. Maybe it's not just like, oh, I want, maybe you don't have everything set, but you kind of have a clear vision on what you want to experience. But you keep going back to the vortex in a different way. I keep wanting to close my eyes. So you're doing a lot of daydreaming, you're doing a lot of visualizations, maybe you're working on a vision board, you're just like, you're even on Pinterest or Instagram looking at other people. That's a way of like getting into your vortex, where you're you're looking at other people that have lifestyles that you desire to have, instead of like being out in the 3D in your own life in the present and making moves. You can't be in the vortex too much. We got to spend time in the 4D, where we think of all of those things. We create our vision boards, we meditate, and we visualize about the money coming in and the orders coming in and whatever you're trying to do, okay? The husband to enter your life, whatever you're trying to manifest. When you're spending too much time in the 4D instead of making moves in the 3D, in this 3D reality, it can't come down. It can't come down to you when you're spending too much time, because it's like you're telling it that you're not ready, done creating this, I want to call it a product. It's almost like you're just like creating something in your mind, but you're not doing any work in the 3D reality, where you're not able to like bring it down, because it's like we need the masculine energy, we need the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the 4D. It is the intuitive space. It's the creative space that we work in our mind, and we explore and we create there. And then the masculine energy is the 3D reality. It's where we swoo and we court and we date our reality. We put energy in, we make moves. You want to see your body the way you want it to look. You want to see that fat ass. You want to see that tiny waist. Okay, you're not going to get it by just sitting in the 4D. You got to actually do work in the 3D reality. And sometimes you don't even have to do much. You don't have to overwork. It's all about the belief systems that you put into it, or what you have already into place. Okay, so that also takes into consideration. You have to take that into consideration. Okay, so it's about doing work though. If you're so focused on the actual momentum, all of that inner programming that keeps you from manifesting will begin to work itself out. Okay, so there's needs to be a balance between 3D and 4D, where you're visualizing it and you're doing the inner work too. A lot of inner work is like seeing the vision and reprogramming the mind too. But also we need that masculine energy where you're making moves. So if you're trying to manifest that big booty, what are you doing to do it? You know, if you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to gain weight, or you're just trying to get more lean, there's a lot of body energy, like working on your body. If you know, and that could be in any kind of way. Maybe you want to save money to get breast implants. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But how are you going to do that in order to achieve the goals that you want to do? So there's just like, you have the thing is, what this kitty keeps telling me with this color is that your crown chakra is popping. It's not even about third eye. Third eye and crown is popping. Okay. And whatever vision that you hold there in your third eye, you connect with God very, very easily. And whatever you see, you're going to get. But it's about how you move in the physical world, eliminating the distractions. That is what your future self wants you to do, is to eliminate the eliminate the distractions. Okay, see, I'm like getting all like these people or these things that you're doing really distract you from moving towards success. Do you see this? And it's because it's like you really want it. You really, really want it. So all these other things that are kind of similar energy that you've been working on, they come towards you, but they're just not quite right. Do you see these people like reaching out to this person? This is the 6 of Wands here. So this person is like, this person is walking. I was going to say like they're walking towards success. But now I'm getting a different message because I'm really focused on his feet here. Oh my God, hold on. Let me get this, guys. Hold on. Like these other people that you've been messing with, they're like on a lower level. Not to sound bougie. I'm like, you know, but they're kind of like not on your level right now. And so many people are coming at you. Whether this is just like friends, you know, or lovers or love interests, people reaching out to you. It's going to be different for all of you. Maybe it's just one, maybe it's a couple people, maybe it's like a lot of people, but you are very desired and wanted. And you're an energy. You are an energy influencer. Your energy is really meant to influence people on the planet. And next, some of these things are coming out. Some of these things are really coming out because I'm going to use this deck for my super abilities. I love this deck, and that's one of your abilities that are coming out. I'm going to do that reading next. But you are meant to come in contact with a lot of people and kind of shift their energy. And so you don't know that. And so it confuses you. You don't know that, so it confuses you, but you're not really meant to spend so much time there. You know what I mean? And so you might get confused because you're like, is this what's in my vortex? Is this what I've been creating? But no, it's not. And they want you to just stay focused on things that are not about love right now, that are not about love, because love is coming. That marriage partner, like for some of you guys already know of this person, you've met this person, but this person is also like really working on their physical life as well. So it's not about feeling anxious. I don't feel a lot of anxious, but there could be like a doubt of intuition here. Okay. And if you haven't met this person is coming to see you. They're coming into your life very soon. So you don't need to worry. And like, there's going to be a lot of people reaching out, but you need to like really, like with the 7 of Cups, this can be like delusional. So I feel like there are things that have been shown to you that you might be ignoring because of like maybe a strong emotional charge between you and another person, or between you and a situation, whatever it is. It's caused you to kind of deny reality to some extent. And so that's what your future self is really telling you, that you need to like see reality for what it is and get out of that dream space, you know, and just trust that things are going to really fall together, but you need to stay focused on moving in the physical realm. And this is not really moving towards, I feel like if this is about a relationship, if you're wondering about a relationship, like this connection is just going to come into play when it comes into play. So you don't have to work hard for it. If you feel like you're working hard to be with somebody, this is like the indication that you're just here to kind of shift energy within themselves. They're not here to kind of share energy and create energy with you. That person is coming, you know, that you guys are meeting up with each other like eventually, you know. So don't focus, at least right now, this is what you're and it's like they're saying like they're with this person, okay? So you could be married to this person or have some type of commitment is what I'm feeling. But there's this energy of like giving to other people that are not worthy of your time, your energy, your space, your presence. There's that. So they really want to touch base on that, and that removing this type of behavior is gonna like right now I'm just seeing like some kind of wave going like this, because you're like being pulled all over the place, like from other energies. And it's like just knowing like, oh, this person is not really matching my energy. They're taking from me more than they're giving. So it's about having balance. And I feel like once you start kind of correcting your behavior where you're matching energy, you're not walking down or chasing something or someone to actually obtain it and get what you want from it, you're going to continue to go like this if you do that. But if you can change your behavior to be like, I'm not lowering my standards, I'm not lowering myself to meet this person, you know, it's about meeting halfway and collaborating, you know, equally collaborating. And so when you change your behavior, I just see something like kind of come right into alignment, your wave, you know, and you're more of a very straight path, so to say, because paths are never straight. They're always forking off and winding and turning. But it's like, I'm really seeing energy here. Your energy is all over the place, especially when you're just like so focused on the vision and you're not making the moves that you need to make in the physical reality. Okay. Because it's like that person that you see within your vortex in that creative space, I like to call it the white box, because, you know, okay, they're telling me like, you know, what you could do if you to get really clear on what you're trying to create, whether it's like a car or a house or a person or like a job or whatever. It could be anything. One way that you could do is just like take yourself to the white box. And I talked about this before on my Instagram a long time ago, and we created a white box to create in, and to create really a shield during that whole ritual that we did. But I don't think it's on, and I don't think it's on my, no, I took it off. It was a long time ago. But it's like a space where you just imagine yourself in a white box, and you can create there safely without being interrupted. So it's like You know, like when Neo's like at the end of The Matrix, the last movie, he's like in a white box. It kind of looks like that. And then you can just kind of create what you want, whether that's a car, a house, and just see it within that white box. And then you can also just see yourself enter the car, see yourself enter the house, and really begin to create with inside. But creating this white box is really going to help you feel safe and secure from anything outside influences of the mind, and of the 3D reality. Okay. And so then when you're done creating, maybe you take some time and you come back to it on another day. But when you're finished with it, you leave it alone and you don't come back to it. You don't go back to it to go and, you know, walk through the house again or get in the car and start driving or kiss up on your man and sit on his lap from time to time, because when you create in that space, you're not allowing it, you know. And I'm really talking into the sense of visualization. Now, traveling, doing shamanic journeying and traveling through the chakras or just traveling wherever to go meet your soulmate, that's a whole different thing. That's a different energy. You're connecting to the energy that now has manifested on the 3D reality. I don't, this is getting really meta, but I hope you guys are following me. But there's a difference between tapping into energy that is already here and getting clear on the energy that you want to tap into or create. Okay. So I hope you understand that. So once you're done creating who you want, who that ideal person is, that house, that car, then yeah, go and travel through your heart chakra. Go and travel through your root chakra to go and visit that person or to go and drive that car and do errands in that timeline. I'm telling you guys, the mind is endless. It's limitless. Okay. And there's so much that we're not like using when it comes to our minds and our inner worlds. So there's that your future self is really saying is like, you need to create it, leave it alone, and know that it's going to come, and do the work in the 3D reality, and know that when somebody is taking from you or a situation is just kind of brought to you for you to shift things within a certain person or a situation, it's not really that what's in your vortex. So one way that I always suggest to clients is, if this is a person, you can even do this with a job, you know, make a list of what you want and make sure that that situation, that person checks off your list. And if they don't, then you know that you're walking downward to meet somebody. You're not walking a straight path. You're not on the same level. You're not on the same plane. You're not on the same timeline. You're walking downwards. Okay. Okay, so they're saying like when you're walking upwards, there's this energy of like walking upwards, right? Ascending and having a lot of fear, a lot of shadow energy and like insecurities and trauma servicing. They're saying, keep going. It's not the difference. There's a difference between walking downward and walking up. You're going to feel like, I'm just seeing somebody go up on a pyramid, right? That's like, they're walking. I always say like, I've never been, I want to go to the pyramids, but it's scary. You know what I mean? Like, it's scary walking and ascending upward. A lot of things arise in the mind. So there are some people that you are going to come into contact with. Here it is. Here it is, King of Swords. We also have the Hierophant energy. And do you see that? Oh my, blah, 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 blah. Do you see this? Do you see this? Oh my God. This, okay. This King of Swords, whoever this person is to you, you guys are on the same plane, and this person doesn't chase. This person doesn't reach out. This person is attracting you. So the best thing, oh my God. And then the Hierophant kind of has that same energy kind of coming off of him, right? So that's how I'm seeing it here. And so I feel like there's this energy of like not needing to, like, soon these two people are going to be in the same room. You know what I mean? You're not going to have to feel. But I do feel like with the ascension process that I was talking about, like you're going to go through a process of like having to walk up. Because right now I think this person is on a higher level than you. And eventually you will be on the same plane right? That's how I feel. I feel like you're going to be on the same plane as this person. I'm sorry, I'm checking the cards. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're going to be on the same plane. So you don't need to chase. You don't need to reach out to anybody. It might be hard for you to do that, but there's going to be a time where you actually come where you need to, like, it's going to be really scary. And I'm seeing it as somebody walk up a pyramid, but it could be just like getting to know somebody. It could be putting yourself out there, exchanging equally, because we do have the Six of Pentacles here. And so I feel like I'm seeing that process as like an ascension process, meeting this person at the same level. So you're going to be very scared. And this, I feel like you're going to be in different, like some of you guys haven't experienced this. Sometimes some of you guys are experiencing this where you're working on projects, or you're communicating with people and it's scary, and or you're working on a career, you're going to school, you're starting a new job, or you're meeting someone, you're dating someone, you came to a new town and you're meeting and you're, you know, engaging with people and it's scary. But this is your ascension process to meet these people on the same, right now you're not with the people that are on the same plane as you. That's what I'm feeling. This is going to be intuitively, like they're just saying, follow your intuition, you know, keep in mind what's in the vortex, but don't spend too much time there. Do a lot more time in the 3D reality where you're making moves on your life, whether that's like preparing for that person. A lot of people like to prepare, like, you know, when you know, like you just haven't met them and you're not going to chase. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not in that energy anymore. I'm very much in my queendom where I'm just going to sit back, and I will eventually be in the same room as this person. And I just don't have that energy. And it's just like, I feel like you are not going to have to do anything. And it could be kind of frustrating because you really want it, but use the time to work on yourself. And so when you get to that point where you're walking up the stairs and you know that that King of Swords or Hierophant, it can be any of these people, right? They're there, up there, and you're scared and you don't freeze and fall over or feel like you need to go down, where your shadows make you walk downward to meet those people again that are really not on your level. Okay, so work on yourself. This is a lot about how you communicate with your world, how you communicate about yourself. I'm hearing a lot of affirmations in my mind. So it's like there is a programming of the mind that needs to happen. If you are not on your affirmations, get clear on what they need to be and start doing them. Even if you do them every day for a week and then you take a break, you know, it's not about being perfect, but you will be surprised how well the 3D reality begins to mold and shift within you, with just you focusing on what's going on in your mind. Okay. And they're really showing me like yoga, like, you know, it's my experience. So they're going to show me shit about me, but it's like, I remember when I first started yoga, I was just like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that, you know? And even in my practice right now, I'm in such a different practice than what I was before. And I still have these kind of thoughts of like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know if I can do that. But it's like, you'll be surprised, like within practice, like what the body, which is a part of the 3D reality, what it does, you know, when you continue to, like, the body in this 3D reality, everything that we see here bends to us. It bends to our mind. We create it. So I feel like there's this energy here where like there's just endless possibilities for you and endless alternate endings. It's just really getting clear on what you intend to have. And you don't have to stress out. You can relax, prepare yourself for this life. But that has a lot to do with what you're doing in the physical world. You got to get out of your head and get into the physical world and start matching that energy that's in the vortex. Because if you don't match it, it stays up there. Okay, so we need to have a physical energy that matches the 4D energy, the mind energy, that vision. It needs to match it so you can come down into the 3D reality, and that you don't have to. So it's like, you know, all these other people that are reaching out to you and like chasing you, or you feel like you have to chase them. they don't match your energy. It's not the person that you created in the 3D, in the 4D, in the vortex area, okay? It is a distraction, a test, a residual energy that is showing up to see if you're going to attune, you know, because we have residual energy here in the 3D reality coming at us all the time, okay? And that's all it is. You know, we can see them in movies, we see it, and sometimes we show it up in people reaching out. We see it in strangers that want to get crazy and talk to us all weird, you know? It's like the 3D reality is always, you know, showing us all types of shit about ourselves. So it's about just knowing what it is, really, you know, with the whole, like, people reaching out. It's not, and these, you're gonna know when this person, when somebody is real about you, or when something is really in alignment with your purpose. Okay, God, there's so many different timelines, so many different versions of yourself. Get clear, do the white box, figure out what you really want to experience, sit down, write your list of your non-negotiables, and leave it alone. And you know what, say, you know what, like, literally, I did this. I made my list, and I made a couple lists over the years, you know, but my last recent list is, I feel like, is really husband. It's my husband, you know, it is my husband. And it's important to, like, what's going to help you wait for this moment to come into play, because these two people will be in the same room at one point, and then it's time to ascend. It's time to match this person. And you're not used to doing that. You're not used to matching this person. But the thing is like, look at your list, look at your non-negotiables. Are you that too? Are you on that list? Do you carry all of those traits on that list? You know? And just recently, I just, like, finished my list, right? Not recently, like probably about a year ago or so. And I tend to look at it from time to time. But when I wrote it, I was just like, wow, okay, like, I basically have everything on this list that I want to match with this person. You know, I want this person to match me. But there's just like I think there was like one or two things that I felt like I needed to work on. And so that is my focus. I'm going to pour into me, and that's me preparing to match this person, you know, that I am expecting to meet. And, you know, so there's that energy, preparing yourself. Like, if you want your person to be attractive and you feel like you want to make improvements on your body, but maybe that's not even a thing. But sometimes that is for some people, you know, where they feel like, oh, I need to work on my body. I need to, like, you know, I want somebody that's really attractive, but I'm just like pouring, you know, garbage into my body, and I'm not working out, I'm not moving. I want somebody to be emotionally stable, but, you know, I don't even got my own emotions together. I want somebody that works on their healing, but I haven't even touched base on my roots, on my childhood trauma. I haven't touched base on my mommy and daddy issues, like, but I want somebody to come correct to me. So you got to match that energy in the 3D reality in order for it to, you know, to come down and meet you. Okay. So there's a lot of up and down energy that I'm feeling with this reading. I love it. I really love it. But let's get into our, I don't think I need clarifying energy. Let's get into our charms. This person is going to be oh my God. Okay. We're not going to touch on that. You just work on you. Okay. This person is going to be great for you though. Or this career opportunity is going to be great. Anybody from the past that has been like, that has hurt you, don't connect with them. Anybody, let them see you reap your blessings. Anybody that is just wishy-washy, not consistent, leave them alone. You've already shifted enough energy within their asses, and just move on, okay? And put that energy back into yourself. Okay, number 3, let's pull our charms. Sorry if this is loud. I really want it to be shaken up really good. Ow! Sorry. I just stabbed myself. Sorry. I yelled pretty loud. Okay, let me show you this meme. Look, this is the energy. This is the energy that I was just feeling. Do you see that? We don't got time for all that. We don't got time for that. No. Whenever I do these readings that are super long, my throat chakra, you guys be like, oh, my throat, be deep throating me. Just play. No, okay, look. Do you see this? This is the energy that I was feeling. We ain't got time for all that. We don't got time. Okay, so anybody that's inconsistent, that you feel like you gotta chase, nah, we ain't with it. We ain't with it no more. We ain't got time for all that. So put your energy into, bottle it up. Let me show you this. You got too much of this that people want. And sometimes you gotta let people define. There's other people out there. Like I said, we're gonna get into our special abilities probably next week. I'm trying to put all my energy into my tarot deck nowadays, but I'm not gonna forget this channel. Okay, especially now that YouTube is paying me. So, you know, we're gonna tap into our special abilities, but I'm telling you, you are meant to shift energy within people. And so it can be, it's annoying, you know? But sometimes there's other energy shifters out there. It's not just you. They can find somebody else if they can't figure it out themselves. So it's like, you can bottle it up. You don't have to give access all the time. You know what I mean? Focus on you. Okay, look at here. We have this mirror, little mirror here. So this is beauty. A lot of you guys are going to be working on your beauty. They want you to work on not even a sense of beauty, but there is a sense like, I'm seeing like neglecting of the physical vessel. And it could be pretty, like, it could be understandable, you know? You could have went through a very hard period of time and you kind of just neglected like self-care rituals. And, you know, maybe you're neglecting yourself and you're just ashy. I don't know why I'm saying that, but like, nurture your body. Put body butter all over your body. I don't know why I want to say that, but like nurturing yourself in that way, like taking a bath and like soaking in the bath, lathering oils and body butters over you, like going to the salon or going to like just seeing that as an act of like self-love. But it also says to define is to limit. So it's not about what you look like. You know, I think a lot of you guys are really like bomb, okay? No matter how you look, you are just gorgeous. And a lot of people reach out to you, but there's more to you, you know? And this King of Swords, whoever this person is, or this Hierophant, these are very deep people, very intellectual people that want to explore people. So there's, to define is to limit. Don't limit yourself saying that I am just like, nobody is going to really want to know me. And that's like, okay, this is unicorn energy. This is unicorn energy. Okay. You are unicorn. Number 3. And let me explain why. You are a bomb ass bitch. You fine. Even if you a man. Okay. Or whatever you identify with. You bomb. Okay. You're a whole package. Your mind is popping too. Your soul is popping. Your heart is popping. It's not just the body. And sometimes when, like, this is how I feel, and it's gonna be harder. The more that the mind awakens and you ascend on higher levels of intellectual energy, it's gonna be harder out here. You know, especially if you're not used to being in those environments or having that type of energy in your life. So it's just like, I struggle with that, you know, like just having, not to sound like I'm just so, you know, bougie, but like just having the beliefs that I do and even just like the lifestyle that I live, Like it's hard out here for us. You know what I mean? It's hard out here for us unicorns that have a banging body and a banging mind and soul and heart. Like, and it's like, I'm not willing to just lower my energy or my intelligence anymore to be with these people. These peasants. I'm just playing. No, but you know, so it's like, don't limit yourself because of somebody else. If you're in the energy where you feel like you got to dumb yourself down just so somebody can hear you, or you got to like shut off the intellectual side of yourself, or not speak on things or have conversations, you know, just because like that person is not interested, like used to it, like don't limit yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't limit yourself. Okay. Number 3, and don't feel like, don't limit yourself in any area. That's also taking care of yourself, you know. Get bougie. Go get your nails done. Go, you know, buy that $500 wig or weave or whatever, you know. Go live in luxury. Don't limit yourself as well. Get that expensive body butter. Get that expensive makeup. Okay? Don't limit yourself. Don't let that define you, like all these programmings that you have, you know, like you can change this. I don't know why I'm getting crazy. It's because this is the 3rd reading and they're like an hour long. But it's just like this 3D reality, this life, we're meant to change. You know what I mean? We're not meant to stay the same. So get comfortable with changing. Don't limit yourself. Let's see here. Bottle up that magic. Keep it in. Keep the cookie in the jar. Don't give it out. Okay. Especially to inconsistent people. Okay. There's the people might be bitter. People slightly bitter. But you know, they can take that bitterness and they can make some lemonade for their damn self. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But listen, look, people are going to be bitter when you start to change and be like, yeah, I'm a queen and you're a peasant. I'm a king and you are a peasant. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm getting like that, but like, that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. Like, you need to recognize that you're walking downward. You know what I mean? And people might be bitter. They might be salty as fuck. Okay, let them take that shit and cook up something else for themselves. Figure out how they're gonna make it work for themselves. A lot of it is that they're gonna see who they are. Okay, we have this jacket here. Let me see. Message here. There's this energy of like being too cool. Okay, there is a certain person right now in your current life that is kind of acting like they're just too cool to even like come to the table, you know? They want you to go to their table. And you know, you're willing to fucking scoot your table closer to their table and become one big huge table. But this person is not wanting to move. They got a lot of shit. Like this jacket, it's like they're covering up a lot. It's like their security. They don't feel safe. This could be very much your energy, but I'm getting a really strong energy of somebody like that you need to kind of like abandon. I don't know why I'm saying like ghost. And I don't usually tell people to ghost, but we don't got time for that. No, they keep showing me her. We don't got time for all that. All right? We done. We know. No. We don't got, I don't know why. Like, we just don't have time for this anymore, you know? Like, we grown. Can we start acting grown? And that's the thing. Like, you might be dealing with people that are really immature and they just got to be left alone. There's this energy of needing to isolate yourself, put up your protection, and deal with your own issues right now and just like vibe out, isolate. There's going to be a lot of people in your business. This is the kitty into the fishbowl. And like I always say, the fishbowl is symbolic for privacy. People are watching you. They're looking at you. They want to be in your life. This kitty is, you know, digging into the fishbowl. Okay, they're digging into the fishbowl, trying to get the marbles out. And it's like they want to be in your life and like rearrange things. You're also rearranging other people, you know, within their lives. You're energetically in other people's lives. doing things. But the thing is that, you know, it's like invading of privacy, I really want to say, with this kitty. So anybody that's just like really trying to be in your business, like, just kind of like leave them alone. That's what I'm feeling. That's what your future self is like. Anybody that's like trying to really be in your life and try to figure what you're doing, leave them alone. Okay. We also have these TPs. Ish happens. I think a lot of you guys like kind of have mistakes. You get wrapped up in people that are not giving to you consistently or matching the energy that you give out. And it's like, you just kind of have to take it now that happens. It happens, and you don't need to take it personally. And that it's like an energy of like feeling like spirit and your future self is just like, stop being so hard on yourself. You know, like, it is a mistake that you kind of get involved with these people. And I'm seeing a loop, like there's somebody that you've been looping, just constantly inconsistent, and you're now at fault. You're just like, but it's like, it's okay. Just accept it. It happened. And now let's move on. Now you know better. You really, really, really know better. Now let's do better. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm feeling. And this person that you're dealing with right now, that your future self really wants you to like leave alone, they don't care. They don't care at all. This is like, I don't know. I would have to go deeper, and we're not going to go deeper because we don't got time for that. Okay. We don't got time for all that. We also have a bike. So it's like, the more that you can spend time on yourself, you're going to start moving faster. That's what it is. This person is with this King of Swords. Your person, I'm talking about you, your future self, is with this King of Swords, or this Hierophant. Could be two people that you have to choose, but I'm really feeling like one of this is your energy, but it's kind of like vice versa, the energy that I'm feeling here. And you're with this person. But the more that you can focus on your life, you get closer and closer to this person, like faster. So that's how you're going to get to where they are, is just focusing on yourself. You're in communication. Some of you guys are really in communication with this person, with the little note. You guys could be writing back and forth, but it just doesn't go as fast as other connections that you've had. But this is because this person is like really in their bag. They're working on healing themselves. They're like, it's just not the time yet, so it's not moving as fast. But the more that you can work on yourself, this person also works on themselves. Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, let's pull quickly a self-care card for what your future self wants you to really focus on. Ooh. Okay, spend time with your friends. Don't tell people your energy. That has been the theme of this reading. All 3 readings that I've done already. I have to do number 4, but spend time with your friends and keep the focus on, you know, light. You know, you could tell, but just, they really don't want you to focus on love. Even when you're talking to this person, you know, the good person is what the energy that I'm feeling, this King of Swords, this Hierophant kind of energy. You don't need to be so like about it, you know, like there's this nonchalant kind of energy that I feel. The more the nonchalant, the more that you prioritize your life, you're going to be close. You're going to get closer to this person. So spend time with like your friends, relax, hang out, indulge in that kind of energy. We also have abundance planning. So focus on your money, because this person is focused on their money. And it's not a fact that you have to be like on their level, or, you know, be like this rich person, but it's just like, I have a sense that you really like, yes, you want love, but you also want to be secure financially. So put your energy more there than these other people that are inconsistent. And even like, even like putting your energy on the King of Swords, some of you guys have already met this person, or the Hierophant energy. You already met this person that doesn't chase, doesn't like really, they're more of a attractor, you know, and they're attracting your energy. That you might be very drawn to them, but they're not like, they don't give you that energy. I don't know. There's something about them that is different. And so even when you're with them, you need to just more focus on yourself right now. We also have spend time with your animals. And so if you have any My daughter is screaming. I'm about to get off right now. She wants me to come down. But even if you have animals or you don't, spend time with them. If you don't, really go outside and connect to animals. Travel inward to collect messages to your from your spirit animal. I want to do a spirit animal reading. I am planning on doing that. But that is your reading, number 3. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Are you going to start focusing on some of your goals? Let me know down below, what is a goal of yours that you want to really start focusing on and giving more energy to? Let me know down below, and I will see you in the next reading. Peace. So I'm also feeling like there is this strong energy with these 2 cards together. Oh, stop. Okay. There is just like this energy, like somebody is really, oh my God, this person, because it's like, okay, now the message is coming like this. There's this person right now in your life that is like extremely attracted to you. They are really drawn to you. You might feel the same way here. And there's this strong sexual energy, and you're scared to really indulge fully, even if that's like indulging in the emotional side as well. This person really sees you as a divine counterpart. There's the Empress here as well. And there's this King of Wands, and the King of Wands always kind of makes me feel like an emperor. Like if there was like a minor arcana emperor, it would be him, I want to say. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that there's this energy coming really strong right now in your life. This is a relationship. It's going to be very relationship-like. There is, oh my God, this person is a part of your next chapter. And there's been this energy of like wanting to avoid it, wanting to not indulge in this connection. There's something very frightening. There's, you know, with the devil, even though like, you know, this is a very physical kind of energy, very like, that can be very addicting. So we're talking about maybe sex. There's some type of energy that this person kind of ignites this addiction kind of quality in you, or, you know, side of you. And it really scares you. I don't think anybody has really truly ignited you in this type of way. I want to say that like there's somebody that's like, and I'm hearing this song that I'm like always been obsessed with, but it's by, what's his name? Anderson .Paak. And he's like, what does he say? My new fire. Yeah, he says, my new fire, won't you come to light me? Right? So there's like this igniting energy. Go and check out that. It's called, that song is called Oh Really? Oh Rilla? Forilla. It's called Forilla. It's called Forilla, okay? So that song is like, there's a strong energy here with that song. Like that's like your guys' song. I think this person, I'm really getting a strong vibe that you know this person. And this person is about your, like this is, they're a part of this new energy, okay? There's a lot of confusion here on who this person is. I'm seeing these 2 energies as the same, but there's like a lot of growth that this person is currently working on in their life, and that eventually they're gonna be this, like, so there's this energy of being like still at a higher rank, because this is a court card, right? But then kind of elevating to this like divine godlike creature. You know, I feel like this person is on their way, or you are on your way to like elevating to this status. So I don't even really want to talk about career when it comes to you or when it comes to them, because there's this energy of like you guys both kind of have your, like this person that's in your life very much in the energetic field, they are in alignment with their truth. And so are you, okay? And there's this energy of like, being attracted to the essence of who you guys are. There's, when we connect with people, we either connect with our energetic field, or we connect on a soul level where we're connecting with essence. And our essence is us, our soul. It is, it holds all information of all lives, everything, okay, that you have experienced and everything else that has experienced everything. It's it's an essence of God essence, right? And so we either come and meet on the same plane, either on a very energetic body, like the trauma, the childhood trauma, or even just the current circumstances that we're learning and going through. We either connect with people on that level, or we connect on an essence, on a God energy level, right? Where we're recognizing the essence within each other. You see, so I feel like there's this energy that is, it's very confusing because there's a strong sexual attraction, and then this person, whether it's their body or the way that they express themselves to you, it ignites this addiction kind of energy within you, and it scares you, quite honestly, and you kind of want to avoid it, and you don't even know why you want to avoid it. There's this energy of feeling like you're crazy, maybe, but it scares you because you quite haven't felt an energy like this before. This is like falling in love, but you've already fell in love with this person. I want to say in the astrals. That's what I want to say. Whether you guys, because a lot of times we meet people, whether it's in our dreams or just we are constantly sending our energy out. We are constantly sending out extensions of ourselves out to many different places. We're just not aware of it, we're not aware of this ability. We're not aware that we're actually doing it. That's why some people can just be in there, sitting on the couch, and it's winter, right? Outside it's snowing, but you smell fresh roses, or you smell some type of scent, or you get a type of feeling, or somebody's face pops up in your, somebody that you haven't even seen. I'm getting a lot of psychic energy, so you're very connected psychically to this person. This person is a part of your next chapter. I feel like your life is about to expand. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you guys, but we have the World card here. So it's you're going to be expanding on in such a big way. And this person, even as much as you want to avoid this person and ignore this psychic energy and really data that you guys have always shared between each other, through different space, and through different dimensions, different timelines, different past lives, different versions of yourself, because we have past lives where we look completely different, right? Where you might be a male, where you might be a female. There's those kind of lives. You might be a different race. You might be a different creature. You might be a different being on a different planet. There's those kind of lives. But then there's also other lives that are congruent to this life that you are living in. Okay, so different versions of yourself. For instance, let me just give you an example. And this is how we create timelines. But whenever you make a decision, there's always a split, and there's another timeline. You can be oh, do I want a turkey sandwich, or do I want a chicken sandwich? And you choose turkey, but then there's another timeline where you choose chicken. It's even that. There's infinite possibilities. There are infinite timelines. So for instance, let me give you an example. Let's just take relationships, because this is kind of a relationship reading, and I feel like people will kind of get the idea. So back when my son was, how old was he? How old did he turn? He turned 4. I think when he was 4, I had been single for a while. I started dating this guy, right? He was a good guy. And once baby daddy found out about him, he kind of got things got weird, and just, I'm not even gonna go deep into that story, but like, I had to tell him like, hey, I'm dating this guy, he's gonna be around our son, blah blah blah. Baby daddy freaked out and was really on me tough, right? Was like saying all these insanities that I just believed, right? Like, oh, I didn't know we were single, but I was single for like 2 years, you know, and or I didn't know we were dating other people. I didn't know you were gonna do this, like freaking out, you know, because I was moving on, and there's this fork of timelines opening up for me, right? That's what it was. I didn't see it then. I wasn't conscious enough to really see this in the timeline, in the reality, I mean. But these two timelines were opening up where he was freaking out, and he was just like, I could tell that he was not happy. He was not happy with this, you know, this opportunities kind of opening up for me. And, you know, he was just on me. And then I think that kind of like that whole experience with him freaking out kind of influenced my decision. You know, I allowed it to influence the way things happened between me and this other guy, you know, my boyfriend at the time. And it got weird, you know, but I also see it as in another way as well. Like, we were clashing, you know, with, you know, he had these views that it really bothered me, you know, his views on life, you know, in certain topics. We really meshed well when it came to him treating me the way that I wanted to be treated. And like, I was very happy, but when it came to like, I guess, liberal kind of like situations and stuff, it was just like, you know, like he was into like calling people beaners, and I can't take racism of any kind. I don't care if people are racist towards black people. Like, I don't stand for it, you know. It rubs me the wrong way. And then he had all these views about women. I was just like, I can't. But anyways, I feel like I strongly exited that relationship very quickly because baby daddy was giving me the attention that I really, really wanted from him. But it took me being in a relationship, getting into another relationship, for him to do, you know, to actually do that. But I used to always think, like, what if I didn't get back with baby daddy? What if I stayed in that relationship with him, with the other guy? What would happen? I also think about that with you know, in the last reading, I think it was the last reading or the first reading, where I talked about a high school lover, John. And within that connection, it was like a high school connection. I was, you know, in that, it was like a high school sweetheart, and we got together and we were together for a while, and then I ended up breaking up with him, right? I always often wonder, what if I didn't break up with him? There is a version of me out there still with John, my high school sweetheart. There is a version of me with Aiden, the guy that I was dating. Okay, well, I was with before I got back with baby daddy. So there are versions of you feeling, experiencing it, you know, just because you made that decision to do the other thing, you know. And even when you decide to stay in a relationship, there's another version of you that chooses to go off in the other direction. There's also a version of you that chooses to leave everybody alone and that you're completely single. You know, there's when you choose to move and you pick one apartment over the other one, or one city over the other, there's a version of you out there. Like, you know, when I left California, that was especially when it's so energetically charged, these decisions, especially when it's so super energetically charged, you are definitely creating timelines. Like, when I left California, when I made the decision to come here to Washington, where I live now, it was such a big decision. Like, I hadn't ever moved out of California. I never lived in another state before. And I was just like, now I feel like I could move anywhere. I wouldn't mind living anywhere. But I was like so scared, you know. I was just like, oh my God, I'm leaving California. I'm leaving Long Beach. You know, that was my home city, Long Beach, California. And so I was just like really freaked out. But but I hated it there, you know, like. And you can tap into the timelines, and that's what they want to talk to you about. See, we're talking about a lot. It's these cards, and I'm definitely going to use these for my special ability video that I'm going to do. We're going to tap into all of our special abilities that are unique to you. to your group, I should say. But you can check into these timelines. So, you know, when I was moving from California to Washington, that was a decision. You know, there's probably an 80 back in Long Beach. There's another timeline of 80 back in Long Beach living a miserable life. Because I literally checked in on the timelines. I was like, okay, if I stay here, and that is ability that we all have, but some people know how to tap into it like instantly, and they don't even need to like do the whole process like some of us. But I was like, if I stay in California, what is my life going to be? How am I going to feel? Da, da, da. And I just knew that even though how scary it was, like I need to just get the hell out of this town. So, there's that, but there's also an 80 that goes and moves to Arizona. There's an 80 that, you know, there's all these different versions of ourselves. Okay. So I don't know why your future self really wants you to know that. I feel like you might need to just sit down and really think about the other versions concerning this person. Like, how would your life be, or how would this relationship be? Because there's this energy of like not wanting to indulge in this connection. Like, it freaks you out, but it's because that's why I was bringing up the timelines, because you are living out other lives with this person, more in a sense of like other versions. Like sometimes you are like two trees in a forest. You're two different alien beings, and to know like, or you're like, there are other versions of you, of yourself that are already in a relationship with this person. So it's like, that's why it feels so strong, because and so like unique. You guys are, do you see this? Oh my God. Do you see this? These two little like fetuses? Like, you guys, oh my God, you guys have known each other for so long, you know? And like, I'm talking like, this is ancient. This is ancient. Wow. Like, this is ancient energy. And so that's why it feels so like, and was it last reading? I think it was last reading, the third pile or reading. Like, I talked about having a feeling when you meet somebody. When you felt that feeling, you freaked out. And when you even just like, when you connect with this person, you feel it even more deeply. And it's like, you don't want to go there. You know what I mean? For some reason, I don't know why you don't want to go there. I feel like it's a very big energy that I'm feeling. So this is about using your mind to travel through the heart and to really see what this energy is. Like, if you did take more steps in this direction, how would it go? What do you see happening? And this is when you're checking into timelines, it's really important for you to just ask and not create. Allow the timeline to kind of emerge and be shown to you. So when I explain this to my clients, or when I do it for other people, I literally just close my eyes. You really want to become centered. So take a couple moments to kind of meditate and focus on the present, focus on your breath. And then you will ask the question, how would my life be if I went to school for this? How would my life be if I chose this career? Or how would my life be if I was in a relationship with this person? How would my life be if I continued to communicate with this person and give this person my energy? Ask the question, how would my life be? So when you ask that question, you're asking to be shown the timeline that already exists. This is not a timeline that you're creating, but this is a timeline that already is running, that you can tap into. So this is about jumping timelines. You have the opportunity to jump timelines. And so when you do that, you'll be shown exactly what the light, and it will ease some of the tension that you're feeling and the anxiety and the anxiety. There is a big energy of missing out on opportunity with this Four of Cups. And that was literally the first message that I felt, but it was marinating until right now. Like, there's this energy of like not wanting to give this person your heart just because of like, I don't know, there's this energy, this devil energy, whatever it is. If it's sex, like there's something about this energy. This person might be very like sexual or like sexy or like attractive, and it like literally scares you to hand over your heart, because if you see this man, I want to say man, okay, well there's this hand here handing over. I think there was a time in your life where you were very disconnected from yourself and you handed over your heart to somebody in another relationship. You were very disconnected. If you see, this hand is very like it's, you know, it's been severed, and you handed over your heart. But the thing is like you're more connected to self than you have ever been in your life, and you can trust. So there's an energy of like not being able to trust yourself or not being able to trust others. And so your future self really wants you to know that you can trust this person, and that if you would just do a quick timeline check, you can see that you're like that you would enjoy this timeline that you have the opportunity of experiencing. And I feel like there's this energy of like regret. If you see this person, like he's like sitting down and his head is like in his hand, and he's like, it just looks like he's regretting. And there's just like energy of like these cups being poured out. I feel like so many people have poured into you, you know, or maybe you've had a couple incidents, or I want to say incidents, a couple like connections that were like this, where people really poured into you. And like there are incidents where you gave like this connection that you gave your heart to and you weren't connected, so you didn't know what you were doing. There's a lot to that situation. You just freely gave it away and you got very hurt. And then it turned you into this person that just kind of missed out on opportunities. That's what your future self is saying. And now there is this energy here that somebody is wanting to pour into you. There's this Empress energy and Princess. So this person is very much whether they're a male or a female, they're very connected to their feminine side, very feminine and beautiful, ideal counterpart with this Empress here. But there's also this very young energy. The Empress is more mature. So there's like a young energy here and a mature energy here. But I'm feeling like these are the same people here. But this could be that this Empress has always been an Empress, and she's still growing. She's tapping into that, you know, she's embodying, she's morphing, she's shifting. Okay, so there's that energy. And then this person is shifting into their greatness right now. And what is this? Okay, Four of Pentacles. Oh, 4. So 4 is Four of Pentacles. I don't have any more 4s. Well, we have the, let's know. Okay, so yeah, 4 is very, that's going to be very significant. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, you have given your heart so many times to people. Wow. And it's like, these are during times where you were disconnected from self. And like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I am more connected to myself than I've ever been in my whole entire life. And, that's what you have to keep reminding yourself when you've been hurt and you've given it. There's been times like I just freely gave my heart, but I wasn't connected to self, so I didn't understand the situation. That is not this case. You can trust, okay? This person might have a hard time trusting as well. We have the Four of Pentacles here. There's like yeah, a closed off energy. But you know, while you're closed off from this person, like I feel like okay, there is advice from your future self, but they really want to explain what's going on. There's this energy of you like not understanding what's going on. So it's like you're pulling away from this person. This person freaks you out. You have a very deep soul essence connection with this person, and very strong physical connection. So very sexual. Okay, they stimulate your mind, they stimulate your heart and your vagina and your penis. Okay, so they're just like well-rounded, like, you know, and it's scary. It's quite scary. And you pull away, you close off, and you feel bad about it too. You feel bad. That's what I'm feeling. Like you feel bad on both sides. Like, you feel bad when you indulge in this person because it's like you can't get enough, and then you pull back because you're like, no, this is wrong. And then, but they want to explain that when you pull back, it's okay, it's needed. Don't feel bad about yourself. You want to be respectful to people and explain things. Explain. And maybe that's why this person can never really get to a stage of an empress in your life. It's like they're tottering back, because it's like, or like, if we want to say, like, you know, a lot of people, they freak out. Empress, emperor is the same energy. If you, if this is a male that you're looking to, they teeter back from page to emperor, empress, because it's like they have no explanation. They can't fully come, you know. Person wants to come. They want to come. Okay, but it's okay to pull back, because do you see this energy here? Like, everything is rearranging within you, and you should go slow, because that you're doing the right thing. I feel like that's what your future self is saying. Like, you going slow with this person, even if you feel like I'm being so wishy-washy, or I'm not fully connecting, and why am I weird? Like, why? You know, like, I'm just feeling like a lot of energy of like being down on yourself. There's this energy of like, you're not going to be able to miss out on this opportunity. You don't want to miss out on opportunities anymore. But with this person, you don't ever miss out. You guys always meet. You guys always meet up in the life, in different lives. You guys travel. Oh my God. You are travelers. You guys travel through time and space with each other. So you took these other opportunities where people poured into you and you missed out. That, we're talking about destiny here. Like, you can't miss out on anything that is meant for you, you know? Even if, you know, God, I'm just getting so many downloads. Like, there's this energy of like feeling like, oh, I miss out on energy, or you can never miss out on energy. Even when you're like inside and closed off from the world, and you're recreating yourself, and your DNA is rearranging and upgrading and stuff, it's like you're not missing out. You can never miss out on your opportunities, because opportunities is just energy. This whole physical realm is, everything is just energy, and you can't miss out on it. Okay, even if it comes around as a different face. Okay, and that's what I'm really seeing for this person. But when it comes to this person, it's like you are meant to travel through life with this person. You guys always meet up, whether it's like in the last life, this person was your grandmother. That's what I'm feeling. And in another, like, when it's congruent to this timeline or this life that you're living, you've already met this person. You've already met this person. You're in a full-blown relationship with this person. You have kids with this person. You fantasize about having kids with this person because you have kids with this person in a different life. And you always meet up with this person. It's just crazy. This energy is strong as F. But you want to go slow, because it's going to help you rearrange and become who you need to be in order to get to that person, to really show up as the emperor or the empress. And for this person, we have the Three of Wands. So this is like, do you see this mirror universe that I'm looking at here? It's like the worlds are coming together. I feel like there's timelines merging, and for you and this person, like, and that's like that. I feel like that's what's going to happen. And you need to just go slow, because you are rearranging, you are preparing to go on a journey. And when you get on this journey with this person, it's going to be like a whole new chapter. And it's a chapter of really rediscovering yourself in a different way that you haven't yet experienced right now. And so we have the Prince of Pentacles. The advice would be to continue to go slow, but don't be scared to continue to let this person crack you open or explore more depths. this person, you are eventually like, you're eventually going to have what you kind of envision having with this person eventually. That's what they want to say. It's really all like, that's, where is that card? Like, it's really up to you when the timelines merge and the worlds merge. You know, I'm having a feeling that you and this person kind of operate on different frequencies right now. And maybe that's why I keep being referred back to this Empress and this page, you know, like this person is finding their way, and or you are finding your way, and you kind of operate. There's going to be something happening in the future very soon. That's what your future self wants to say. And just know that when the time presents itself, because it's something about time and worlds colliding, your guys' worlds colliding and merging together. There's a fear of like, how would this be if everything merged together? Your future self is kind of just saying like, don't worry about that. Okay? Just go slow, but don't feel bad about the indulging aspect of this connection when it's so emotionally or sexually charged. It's really about sex here with the devil, and with this lover is like, it's just like, it can be too much at times, you know. Wow, like look at this King of Wands. What the hell? I just feel like you feel very fearful. Like if you would actually go there with this person, it would be like you would get lost. You would get so lost, and that's scary because you've been there before. But this is not what that was. And let me see. Hold on. This person don't want to see you with anybody else. You don't want to see them with anything else, but they're with anybody else. Yeah, there is a balance. This person, I don't like to say this, but this person kind of completes you. I don't know why I want to say that. It's almost like you guys, I don't know what these babies mean, but there's just like this energy of like knowing each other from the moment that you left source. Like this person is a part of your soul group. There is like this other half kind of energy that I'm feeling, which I don't really like, but I'm going to say it. If you resonate with that, then you resonate with it. I like to think that I am whole before anybody comes into my life, but there's this energy of like, it's like a meeting. It's a reunion. I feel like you guys have left, like when Source sent you out the very first time, you guys have been traveling since then. You know, you guys have been traveling through life and dimensions and different experiences with each other. And that's why, like, this is just crazy. I think you guys made a contract from the get-go, so to speak. Okay, let's get into our charms. This is crazy, but just go slow. Don't feel bad. Have compassion with yourself. Be respectful. Yeah, you can't avoid this person, honestly. Okay? Sorry if it's loud. Let's get into our charms. And maybe I'll pull some oracles, because that one wasn't like, I just feel like, yeah, this is about love and like giving your heart up. Let's pull a little bit more, because I feel like I need to say more. Oh my God. I need a back massage. Oh. Did I pull these? No, I didn't. I'll pull these at the end. Okay, so let's see. Do you see this? This right here always makes me feel like this person, like, you guys is what I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling a really deep soul connection. And I feel like this person is like will never let go of you. You guys will never let go of each other. Even if it takes you 10 years to meet them or be in a relationship with them or to really explore it to its depths, you can't get rid of this person, you know, like they can't get rid of you. Like you're gonna always just have them in your life. Okay. And privacy, open up, allow this person to see you for who you are, you know. Allow, and that can be difficult too, because you kind of see that as a sense of like giving yourself, giving your heart, because you're so private. And but open yourself, allow this person to really see you. We have the little cloud that always makes me think of dreams and nighttime. Like this person could be contacting you at night. They could be dreaming. Again, like wasn't I talking about the astrals? Like I feel like you guys travel within the astrals. Like even when you dream, you meet up with this person. We have a pineapple. So this person is so sweet. Like they're like Earth's candy, I want to say. But I also feel like this person is like just a really, really good person. Like pineapples are about hospitality, and this person is just like so good. Like they're such a good person. It's almost like, are they real? That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling, or maybe that's how you are feeling, if this person is really real. Again, we have the like this energy of like wasting time, or time is running out. You can, when it comes to this person, it's not running out. It's not running out. You guys are eventually gonna happen. It's gonna happen, you know. We have this hourglass. This is the time of your life. So this person, like once you and this person, like this is sudden energy. Whenever this takes off, it's going to take off. I don't feel like it's taken off yet. I feel like there's somebody that's really avoiding in the connection. It could be you. I really feel like it's you, but it could be them. But once it does, it's like time doesn't exist. It's like when you're with this person, it's going to feel like time doesn't exist and you're just having the time of your life. We have a lipstick. So it always makes me feel like someone's really focused on the lips. It makes me think of like fellatio. That's what it makes me think about. Having red lipstick on. So somebody could be giving head, like, or wants to give head, or like wants to receive oral, or they really like it, how you do it. And but ultimately this lipstick always makes me feel like this sexy kind of vibe. We also have this mouth energy again. So there's this energy of like pleasing. I want to say there's a strong sexual energy. I've been fighting it really this whole reading. So there's this really strong energy of like wanting to please, okay, with their mouth. But with this, they have a lot to say to you. They have a lot to say, and I feel like you have a lot to say too, and you should just say it. There's nothing that you can say that is going to scare this person. There's nothing that you can say that's going to ruin the future. I don't know. You need to just spill it, you know? You need to spill it. What was the thing? Okay. And then I feel like there's an energy, like you're really scared of this energy, like someone acting like a little rude old biddy, you know? I think you're kind of scared to receive this kind of bitchy energy, but this person is not like that at all. And I feel like there's like mixed energies here. I feel like people have been really mean to you in the past. So you kind of like silence yourself from expressing yourself because you don't want to seem like a stupid person, or like, I don't know, there's that kind of energy. We also have this came out for last reading too. We have a lemon that says slightly bitter. This person, I will say that this person is probably a little bit irritated with you, or you're irritated with them. They're just slightly bitter. You know, the thing with lemons is that they're so detoxifying and they're so good for you, for your body, and they're good. I love lemon. I don't think there's anybody like, is there people that don't like lemons? Like, why? if that's the case. Lemons are great, whether they're sweet or they're not. I feel like this person gets a little bit bitter, but they're not gonna be, they could not be mad. Like they're never, they find themselves kind of upset. Like, okay, this is the energy that I was tapping into. You know, everybody knows this little kitty. They can get into this energy. Okay, and I feel like you probably sense this, you know, with them. And it kind of makes you feel like, I can't say anything, you know, like, because this person might clap back. I'm getting a really strong energy, like the viewer is a man. And so that's kind of like where I'm heading, but I just feel like there's a strong masculine energy. And so you don't want to like piss off this feminine energy that you're dealing with. And like, it's because you've dealt with people that are like, but this person, yeah, they do got an attitude. They can clap back. They get irritated. They kind of get bitter. They kind of, you know, but whenever you share your energy with them, it's like, because of this, it activates this energy. When you first left source and you went off to experience physical life, it's like they can't be mad at you. You know what I mean? Okay, so I feel like very soon your future self really wants you to know that you're going to be like getting to know this person over drinks, over dates. Maybe that's why I see the lipstick, because you're like putting lipstick on, and you're going to be communicating a lot more with this person, getting to know them. Yeah, and then we have the surfboard here. So I'm hearing, oh my God, I'm hearing surfboard, like Beyonce when she's talking about riding that surfboard in the bathtub. Oh my God. See, this is the sexy pile. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Like surfing. They want to get on that wood. They want to surf the wood and twirl and swerve and all the types of shit, reverse it and everything. Like they really want to surf, or you want to do this. You know, there's a feminine energy that really wants to surf the wood. Okay, jump on that wood and surf it. But there's also this energy of like, they just, like I said, like they get bitter, they get kind of irritated, they can get a little bitchy, but they never show that to you. And even when they do, it's not even like at an extent of like what you're scared of. And I feel like this person is really just riding your wave. You know, they are riding your wave. They're going to see how you respond. And ultimately, like they just know you. It's like they just know you. This person is hella loyal. So there might be energy of like not knowing if this person is loyal. Like we have the puppy dog here. This person is literally loyal to you. Like it doesn't even matter. Other people could be talking to them. Other people that you know can be talking to them. And they're just like, nobody compares to you. They would never, like, I don't know. There's just like this energy of like being super loyal to you. Or just, they're just in generally a very loyal person. They would never step out and violate the I want to say agreement or something. I don't know. They would never violate you and the connection. Like I'm getting a really big sense that this feels very serious to them, even though it hasn't reached a serious level. And anything outside of this connection really doesn't compare to how they feel when they are communicating with you. There's this energy of like just feeling like this person will always have a place in my life and my heart, you know. And do you see this? Look, as I say that, we have the little pin. This pin comes with another half of a brain. So this person is like, when they're activated, their heart is like really activated when they're communicating with you. Yeah, and they're just super loyal. Like you have their heart already. You know, and then there's just this energy of like wanting to know you. There is, what does that say? Books turn muggles into wizards. So there's a big studying energy here, wanting to study you, wanting to become like an expert on you. Okay. But this person is very highly active. They're in their heart when it comes to you. You're in your heart when it comes to them, but you also are like reprogramming your mind. So the things that you can do, your future self wants you to know. So the message is just like, you're gonna eventually, I feel like your future self has been with this person. They're in a relationship with this person. they have some type of like very like deep understanding of this person. This is like I totally like a connection kind of reading. Okay, a connection. This is, I didn't feel anything about career except like maybe you guys are both working on yourself. I feel like you are about to like really expand very largely. Oh my God, I can't do all that, Spirit. Just give me a couple. Okay. You're going to expand very largely, probably in your career or your school or something, and you're going on to the next chapter, and this person is a part of it. They're going to be involved or like be around to witness you, and like there's this energy. Oh my God, do you see this? Look, do you see those fetuses? Like, you're going to come in contact with this person. You're meant to connect with this person and grow, and like this person could be your wife. This person could be your husband. Is what I'm really feeling. Okay, so what was I? Okay, I pulled cards to see what your future self really wants you to focus on to get there quicker. We have intuition. So you need to follow your intuition. Whatever you're feeling about this person is probably right. There's a big energy of like not being accepted fully. So this person could be fearful of that, or you could be fearful of that, because I feel a lot of fear coming from you. So that could be a fear of both of you guys, where you feel like you won't be accepted. So I feel like your future self is like, really listen to your intuition on what you think or who you think this person is and how they are, what type of person they are, you know? Use your intuition when you're moving closer to this person, you know, on this journey of really love. I'm really feeling. We have music. So there's this energy of like music being very prominent in your guys' connection. And like possibly, I feel like there's this energy of like being inspired and listening to music. I feel like the more that you can connect to music, it's going to help you feel better about this connection, and use it as an outlet, as an outlet to express. Even if you don't know how to sing, like I sing all the time and I don't think I'm the best singer, like no, okay? But it is a form of expression. Everybody can sing, even if you think you can't. You can, you know? So there's this energy of like just expressing emotion out. Like lately I've been like, you know, doing my yoga thing, and then like I use yoga to really transmute energy and to release energy from myself, you know, whether it's like in a certain something that I've experienced or emotion that I'm carrying, you know. And I just remember this. They're showing me this. I was doing a gratitude flow. It was like a instructed flow on 5 Parks Yoga, right? And it was like about gratitude or something. And I just felt so great. And I was like super sweaty, and I needed to get into the shower. And I just started singing. Like I caught myself like I was singing in the shower. And even if you don't know what to sing, like to really dive deep into that energy, like I love listening to Beautiful Chorus, and they just sing like affirmations on repeat, you know, and it's just so beautiful to tap into that energy. So there's this energy of just like tapping into like abundant gratitude and to be grateful for this whole experience, okay, for all of the phases and stages that you're in when concerning this connection, and to just let go and be free. Like when you're creating music, you're just like, you're free. So think of that when you come to collaborate with this person, is to just be free. Don't let your insecurities get the best of you where it makes you close off. But if you do need to close off, that's okay too. Future self, come on. We also have clean your space. So the more that you can keep your space clean, the more that you're going to think clearly. Okay. Also, I feel like just like how we were talking about cleansing your energetic field, like go deep and see why you feel this fear. Are you comparing them to other people? Are you, you know, like start cleaning up the inner space as well as your outer space. All right. Number 4. And I am done. Oh my God. I already know the special abilities video is going to be long too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you resonated with it. Let me know, why are you so scared? Number 4, are you going to start opening more and like just go jump this person's bones. Like stop, indulge a little bit. It's okay. Like, you know, I feel like that's that energy. Like the sexual energy freaks you out. I feel like this person might be really hot, but let me know how you feel about this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.